following program is an exclusive DisruptionNetworks.com production. Welcome to EC Radio Podcast. We would like to thank all of our sponsors for joining the Disruption team, and we hope that you will support all of our sponsors. And of course, we appreciate you listening to this program.
Disruption Networks. EC Radio. Disruption Networks.
It's the Monday grind. It's EC Radio. There we go. Little volume in my headphones. How are you, people? Z here, Chicken here.
What up?
We're live on the D. We're also on RazRadioLive.com. Give all the Facebook pages a like. Give all those social media platforms a subscribe. Like, share, retweet, comment, like, whatever.
They can watch us live on Twitch and YouTube.
Yes, we're doing it live all over the place. There's many different ways you can check us out live. YouTube, Twitch, Disruption Networks phone app, DisruptionNetworks.com. I just shared it to the Facebook.
You know what's awesome? They can just go right on the app and you go right to Twitch. Right from the app.
Go right to Twitch, baby. We got a little twitch here in the studio. A little twitch.
Twitch it up.
A little twitch in the shoulder bone. Love and respect out to my very good friend John Liebing for coming up with the jingle, the EC Radio jingle.
One that gets stuck in my head every day.
That's good stuff, man. Yes, so Chicken, how was your weekend, man? How was Thanksgiving? What did you do?
Oh, man, I had a blast.
Yeah?
I started out on Tuesday. Went out with Tuesday with a friend of mine from New York City. Got a little drunk.
Little tipsy?
Little tipsy.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday I worked. Wednesday night, night before Thanksgiving, which was a good night. It wasn't crazy, like the retards didn't come out. It was a good time. And then went out Thursday night down to O'Donnell's. Friday night went out again, and Saturday we had the Comedy Cup.
Yeah, Saturday was
the Comedy Cup finals.
A lot of fun.
Congratulations to McGirt. Yeah, he was
Brendan McGirt.
Yeah, he won, man.
He is the winter.
That was
the winter.
The winter. The winter's coming.
I know. That's what I'm thinking about right now. It's like freaking cold. I'm always cold. But anyways, yes, Brendan McGirt.
Man,
he killed it, man.
He did.
He was hysterical. He had some good crowd participation comedy is
great
what he was
ad-lib
doing. Yeah.
And I mean the guys that came in second and third.
Yeah.
I gonna say I didn't vote for them, but I couldn't say that they didn't deserve it because they absolutely did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just man, there's so much great talent. It's hard to choose.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad. I mean, I can't argue with who won, man. Everybody was absolutely great.
Every comedian was excellent. Even the girl that made her comedy debut
she
before
was
the
great.
whole show even started, she got up there 18 years old or however old
Yeah.
she was. I think she might have even been younger than that. I can't remember her name, but she was awesome.
Yep.
She killed it.
I got a feeling we're gonna learn her name soon.
Yeah.
The way she handled herself and the way she handled the crowd, she's gonna do well.
Yeah. Hats off to our boy Phil Farder for putting that all together. He killed it. Great job.
Great job,
His whole
Phil.
crew too. Phil Cannabis as well.
Yep.
His girlfriend Laura is completely awesome.
I told Laura, I'm like, when are you gonna come work for us? You can't afford me. I'm like, shit, you're right.
You probably can't.
But she got that on lockdown, man. She keeps everything nice and organized.
Right. Laura kicks ass.
Yeah. And Phil Callarelli, man, that boy, he works his ass off, and I talked to him later, and he goes, "This is what I want to do, so I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna do what I got to do, and I'm gonna learn it." And I'm like, "That's a great attitude, bro.
Yep.
Absolutely. I wish more people took that attitude.
He's got a great crew.
Absolutely.
Comedy CNY.
And
he's got a good event coming up in January too, so that's an event you guys don't want to miss because Farda puts together a really great show.
And shout out to Strawberry Shortcake and and
Larry
O'Grady and those guys because they come in full force, man.
Yeah.
They come out there, they help them.
Liz was out there seating people, and Larry too.
Some lady wanted to switch seats, and Liz put her right back in her place. No,
Really?
But no, they put a lot of effort, and they come out and support every time.
He packed the house too.
Yeah,
There was a great crowd. Place was packed, and we got to hang out with Haley Davis' 16-year-old birthday party right next to us. So.
That's right.
There's a birthday party going on next
Sweet
door
16,
to us. There's
yeah.
a Sweet 16 party going on. Haley Davis's birthday party, or you can go visit the animals in a comedy CNY.
I think Phil was worried that like his ankle bracelet was going to go off.
But that was cool. But the good part was, the funny thing was, the one dude that brought Haley Davis up on stage with him.
And the whole crowd, like, as soon as he brought her up, they knew
We
who she
knew
was.
who that was, yeah.
Because, like, who the fuck is going to put a 16-year-old birthday party next to that group of people?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And what I thought it was funny was right in front of us was, like, a group of, like, older people. Like, I'm talking 70, 80 years old.
Yeah, they're old.
And they're talking about getting fucked in the ass and cum shots and all kinds of crap, like, right there in front of them. Like, man, these guys probably had no idea what they were in for. But they were great sports, man. They laughed.
They were laughing right along, man.
Yep.
It was good to see our friend Ben Hameen was in the house, too.
Yep.
Hanging out with him for a little bit. I didn't get a $5 face slap at all, but maybe we'll get one down in the future. But, yeah, it was good to see him. And who did you vote for?
Brandon.
Yeah, I voted for. Did you have him number one?
Yes.
I voted him for number two.
Number one.
Yeah.
Whoever the first guy
Pete
was.
Vino.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I really liked his set. I thought he
loved
was
his
really
set.
good.
He was my number one choice.
He ad-libbed too, man. He kind of like went off the cuff, and then
he was my number one choice.
and his third was the guy from Buffalo.
Yeah, Lockwood.
Yes.
He was my third choice as well.
And
So we pretty much almost voted the same way, just flip-flop Vino and McGurk.
Yep.
Because I put McGurk in number 2 spot. I thought Pete Vino was hilarious. We're going to talk to all these guys, too.
And,
we're going to get them on air soon.
But when the guy Jackson and Tittyhead, when they when they won, I'm like, man, I can't argue with that.
You can't.
Those guys were great.
Tittyhead.
Tittyhead.
Dave something, Abduck or something like
Yeah,
that.
we got to get these guys on because, man, they're funny as hell.
Yeah.
And they seem like really good people. Big Earn, he was great, too. It was so hard.
Mm-hmm.
It was so hard. And Mackenzie.
She was great.
She was great. I really couldn't find a flaw in any of their sets. They were all really, really good, and I wish them all well.
Everybody was solid.
Absolutely.
Everybody was solid. Top to bottom, I laughed my balls off.
Silbert and his wife came in. They sat, and they're kind of like I was the week prior, or the 2 weeks prior.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you kind of lower your expectations because you kind of figure, well, it's a comedy,
It's local.
Yeah. And I hate doing that because, people do that with bands all the time.
All the time.
And then when a band comes out and they're really freaking good, they're like, holy shit, they're really good for a local band. No, they're good.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys were just good. Not just good for local, comedians or regional. They were really good, man. We laughed our asses off.
Yeah, we did.
He goes, man, for $10, this was great. He goes, I had a great time.
It was Silbert told me, he's like, I'm surprised I haven't done this sooner.
Yeah.
I said that the first time I went, too. I was like, wow, I can't believe I haven't been here sooner.
Support it, people, man. You'll love it.
Yeah, you want a great night out. Just laugh and laugh. Phil Farder's got it going on with Comedy CNY.
And awesome, for Phil, man, to take these guys and give them a venue.
Yeah.
And give them a chance to get out there in front of the crowds. And, a lot of these guys, they might hop in with somebody else. Or what Phil will do is also book them on other tours.
Yeah.
Which I think is great, man.
And Phil spreads it out, too. He uses Cavallo's. He uses Hearts Hill Inn,
Yep.
where we were at this week. He kind of bounces around. So
Which is nice, yeah.
yeah, you got to spread it out. Because it's smart not to have just one particular comedy club, I think. I think the way he does it is
Yep.
right.
And that room at the Hearts Hill Inn,
Oh, it's perfect.
it's beautiful. I mean,
when you walk in, you feel like you're in a funeral parlor.
Right.
But after that, it's like, yeah, let's
because the
party.
way it's set up a little bit is kind of almost like a funeral parlor setting. But they did a great job. They really took care of us. The room was excellent.
Yeah.
I mean, the way it was set up was perfect.
And at the end of the night, they gave us all of Haley Davis's leftovers, so
Yeah.
that was kind of cool, too.
Was it chicken tenders and some mozzarella sticks? I was like, damn, you came to the right place.
Haley Davis doesn't realize how popular she really is.
I know, right? Her
now.
popularity just went through the roof. Now she's being talked about on the air. Happy 16th.
Happy 16th, Haley Davis.
In 2 more years, you can listen to us.
Oh, that's funny. No, great time. Great time. Looking forward to the January show that he's doing with Kevin Niemeyer.
Yes.
Which
Unarmed
is
and Dangerous.
The Unarmed and Dangerous. He's a comedian that has no arms.
Yes. Yeah, well, like kind of small arms or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, he says he's hysterical. I can't wait to see it. His set.
Yeah.
And I have never been to an event that Phil threw and said, "Oh man, that sucked." Never,
For real.
never. I've been to a bunch of them, and good time, and it's a great time to like do something a little different in the area.
Yeah.
You know, everyone cries, what are you gonna do? But excellent show. You will never be disappointed.
And again, that place was packed the other night. There was people from all over the place.
Absolutely, and these guys traveled well.
Yeah.
You know,
We had from Buffalo, Binghamton, Albany, a couple from Albany, a couple from Woodstock. The dude, Pete Vino, was from Woodstock. Socrates.
Yes.
He was from that area.
And they brought people with them. You know, they came out in drones. Mm-hmm. It was a good time, man.
Drones?
Drones, yeah.
Droves.
Drones. They had drones, too.
They were taking drones there?
Yeah.
How they're flying in like the Jetsons?
Drones on drugs.
It was funny. Absolutely funny. So Red's checking in from Charleston. What up, Red? He says, hope all is good for Thanksgiving. My Thanksgiving was good, man. Hung out with the family, ate a ton of food, went over to Mom's house, ate a ton of food, fell asleep.
Of course.
The typical Thanksgiving for me. And then, that's why we didn't really do much this weekend other than the Comedy Cup, too.
Did you do any Black Friday shopping or anything?
Nah, I don't Black
do that
Friday.
shit.
No way.
Nope.
No way.
Just keep me away from that shit. I've done that so many years in retail. It's not even cool.
And today's Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
Are you into Cyber Monday at all?
No.
No, me neither.
No. I don't deal with Christmas until like I have to.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to deal with that bullshit.
Yep.
Everyone's getting gift cards.
Same here, bro. That's what I do too. Everybody gets gift cards.
Yep.
Gift cards for everybody.
It's so much easier.
It's way easier.
Especially if you got family out of town. It's way easier that way. And then you're just going to return what you buy them anyways.
You'd rather let them pick out what they
Yeah,
want.
here you go. Like
It's free money.
and my brother's like the worst gift buyer ever. Like he buys like these weird novelty gifts. Like he bought me this chair for my birthday, and it's a camping chair. But it's like fucking 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
It's huge. I'm like, dude, literally took up, I had to put the seats down in my Jeep to fit this thing in my truck. Where the hell am I putting this thing? Yeah, you can't bring it down camping because you're going to be sitting way above the fire.
Right.
It's just one of those weird novelty things. I'm like, why did you waste your money, bro?
I get a lot of those gifts too. It's like, if you're going to give me a gift, give me something that I need.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can always used to make fun of your grandmother when she bought you socks.
Mm-hmm.
But now, I welcome socks. Please bring them to me.
Especially when they're big, heavy wool ones.
Yeah, give me the socks. I'll take the socks all day long.
Better than a novelty chair.
But yeah, it's like, and then this one time, I'm not going to mention who gave this to me, but I once received a koozie, and it was a duct tape koozie.
Duct tape?
Yeah, and somebody actually bought this as like a gag gift at like Spencer's and shit. Like, thanks. What am I going to do with this?
It's awesome.
It's sitting at the bottom of my closet still. After I received it like 4 years ago. It's like, I'm not going to use this.
Right, you just wasted your money.
You just wasted your money. Like, don't waste your money. Give me a gift certificate, too. I welcome gift certificates as well.
Yeah, like give me a gift certificate I'm the type of person I don't buy for myself hardly ever.
Right. Same
So
thing.
I'm like the type of person that like I need everything because I hate shopping. I just never buy things for myself. So I'm buying me a gag gift is kind of weird. I mean, although I'm all in for a good gag, but
I know. See, that gift wasn't a gag gift though.
it was just
It was just kind of like a serious thing. There was like a package. It was a stocking stuffer, to be honest with you, and there was like a couple other random just stuff that I don't need.
and it just goes in that drawer of shit you'll never use.
Yeah, the drawer of shit that I don't use.
And so I'm like saying, like these people go on like Black Friday and they beat the shit out of each other for that new toy that's going to be like thrown in the closet in 3 weeks and never saw from again. But you had to go out and get it. You had to run out there at 5 a.m. Nah, I'm done. Just keep it simple.
Keep it easy. Keep it simple. Don't waste your money.
Right. And you know what?
But I really appreciate people giving me and thinking of me to get me a gift or something like that. But
yeah, but what I like to do too, I try to buy local stuff. Like especially for people like maybe out of town or don't like really get the chance to like see a lot of local stuff around here. Like I have an uncle out in Buffalo. He drinks a lot of coffee. I buy him Utica coffee. Utica roast, and they have great gift sets there. One year I bought my brother some 80K vodka.
Oh, good.
You know what I mean? Things
Good
like
stuff.
of that nature that promotes the area and promotes the people in the area, but they're great stuff. You know what I mean? You don't get better than those two items right there. So I like to try keeping things as local as possible.
Good boy, chicken.
I do. You know what? I've owned several businesses now, and I've got a lot of friends who own businesses. You're supporting more than just that one store. I mean, you're supporting a whole family. You're supporting commerce in this area, And like Ryan said, it's not just shop local for local, but shop local because it's good.
Mm-hmm.
And so I always try to get out there and do that as much as possible.
Especially around the holidays.
Absolutely.
The holidays are upon us.
And you turn people on to something that they never would have discovered before.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Red's checking in. He says he just bought his daughter a gift, a record player with the Alabama Shakes album. Alabama Shakes rock live. I've seen them live before. They're good down home, just get your feet dirty type soul, funk, got all that stuff going on.
Nice.
Gospel. Good stuff, Red. Good stuff. Did you start any Christmas shopping?
No.
When you probably do it like I do it, like 2 days before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'll do is, like, sometimes I'll get up really early, like 2 days before Christmas, and just take, like, a Saturday, just go out, boom, be done by, like, 2, 3 o'clock, and I'm good.
Me and Todd Hunter back in the day, Todd Hunter from Eternal Images Tattoo, when Ruby Tuesdays was in the mall, we used to go to Ruby Tuesdays, get absolutely annihilated, and then go Christmas shopping. And it'd be like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. We'd be like, all right, guys, mall's closed. You got to get out. We'd be walking around the mall all drunk. It was like a ritual thing for us. But I ended up buying the stupidest gifts.
Oh, yeah.
It was always
Definitely.
the most dumbest things.
See, for years it was hard for me because I worked in the mall.
Yeah.
And they extended hours, mandatory overtime, 6 days a week. They would make you work 6 days a week, 2 to 3 weeks before Christmas.
Yeah.
So
Hell yeah. You're busting ass that whole time.
I worked 14 days straight one year, and my only day off was Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you're working 15-hour shifts, 10, 15-hour shifts, and then now you got like, oh, now I got to walk through the mall and go Christmas shopping. It's such a freaking bullshit. Like, so my mother used to do a lot of my shopping for me.
Did you really?
Yeah. My mom's awesome.
Count on Mom for that, huh?
Yeah. She would go out there and buy it. And she knows what everybody wants anyways.
Yeah.
So it was a lot easier. Just, Ma, go buy it. I'll give you the money. And she loves shopping anyhow. So.
What woman doesn't?
Right. I mean, I would pay for somebody just to do my shopping for me.
Yeah.
I just absolutely hate it. But women, it's like a sport. They got it like down. They know when to go.
For me, it's a sport too, chicken, because I like try to get it over and done with in record time.
But they're like,
I try to bounce around, make out a list, boom, 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 gift certificate for him, and kind of bounce around. But nowadays, you could get gift certificates right at one-stop shop.
You can go right to the Price Chopper and get gift certificates to a whole bunch of places.
To a whole, yeah. A lot of it's cheesy restaurants and
and you get like Bass Pro and Amazon and things like that. And you get it counts towards your Price Chopper points, so you get off your gas.
There you go.
So
good old Price Chopper. Price Chopper. Yeah, so this weekend was kind of it was good to just chill out, hang with the family, and just chill. We didn't do much. We did a bunch of stuff around the house,
Friends from in out of town.
You had a bunch of friends?
Yep.
Yeah. Thanksgiving weekend is always that weekend of reunions. I noticed there's always this year I noticed it was Proctor High School's class of 77 40th anniversary.
Yes.
40th reunion.
I did see that.
So they had a big party.
Friends.
Our boy M-Dub was over there spinning for the 1977 class of Proctor. So I noticed every Thanksgiving is a reunion weekend.
I noticed that our friend Kelly was posting on Facebook.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she was, I guess that was her class.
She didn't
Or
go
no,
Proctor.
Proctor. No, she had a New Hartford one. They had a New Hartford one very close to the same year almost.
Yeah.
Because she was posting pictures.
Kelly's not from the ghetto, dude.
No, definitely not.
But back in 1977, there wasn't the ghetto at Proctor.
But there was so many. I don't even think she graduated in 77. I think she's much earlier than that, or younger than that. But I've seen a ton of reunions, a lot of reunion pictures, and I think it's because a lot of people come home for the holidays, and there's not so much obligations. I mean, it's one day.
Yeah.
For the obligations, and everything else is.
What year did you graduate high school?
94.
94?
Yep.
Oh. Your 25th would be coming up pretty soon, huh?
Yep. Wow. We had a 15 year. We didn't do the 20 year. We didn't do the 10 or the 20. We did a 15 for some reason.
Did you go?
Yes, I did, actually. And, I was like, I didn't really hang out with a lot of people from high school because I went to BOCES 2 years. And, I hung out a lot of people mostly people from Proctor and New Hartford. But then I went, and I was like, I was glad I went. You know what I mean? I forgot how many people from my school I really did hang out with.
Yeah.
Once I was there.
And then you get to the reunion, and they'd be like, wait, I didn't really like him.
Yeah. He's like, oh, that guy's a dick. And then you realize it's been 15 years, and they're not really a dick anymore.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? They're like, hey, what's up? You want to do a shot? I'm like, but you hated me. But then you're like, fuck it. Everyone's cool now.
Bygones be bygones.
Yeah.
I didn't go to any of my high school reunions. I went to 3 high schools, so I don't know which one to go through. I went to a lot of high schools. I went to a lot of schools in my day, actually. Yeah. Even throughout elementary school, I bounced around a bunch.
See, I hung out with so many people from different schools.
And that too.
That I've actually got invited to other reunions.
Same here.
Like, oh, you know, I got invited to Proctor 94 and 95. I'm like, guys, I didn't go to school with you. Yeah, you did. You sat behind me in math. I'm like, no, I went to Oriskany. Remember that big party in the middle of nowhere that you went to at graduation? Yeah. That was my house. That was you? Yeah.
Yeah, man. I always get invited to my Mount Markham reunions. And I didn't even graduate from Mount Markham. I went to high school there for a little bit. But I always get invites to it. And I love those people. They're cool. And one day I will go. I think one day down the road I will go, but haven't made it to one yet. Longwood's checking in. He says, nice to see some guys can do a show on a Monday.
Oh, right.
That's a burn. That's a burn. But, you know,
we just don't do it on a Friday.
You just took the words out of my mouth. We just don't do it on Friday. It's true.
But to be fair, we do come in and work on Friday.
Yes, we do.
We do. So
we
our day off, we do
Friday.
a lot of work on Friday.
Absolutely. Get a lot of work done on Friday. A lot of fun. Speaking of which, later on today, I'm miscomboyed over here. You know how many yerba mates I've had today?
3.
Yes.
Did you really?
Yes.
Wow.
I had 3. I'm wired right now. I even brought Frank some. Our guest, Frank Elias, will be in the house right around 4 o'clock.
Oh,
Frank
right.
From Utica Coffee Roasters.
And it's funny, I just brought up Utica Coffee.
Which is the best coffee in the world, people. I'm telling you guys got to check it out. You can find them online.
I like to wake the hell up.
Utica Coffee Roasters. They're unbelievable. We'll talk to Frank about that. He started that with $1 and a dream, and now look where he is.
Awesome. That's so cool. You know, and now they're a staple.
And I'm telling you guys, this is the best coffee going. It really is. See, I go through my phases. Right now I'm drinking yerba mate, which is a tea. It's a tea from Argentina. I get it right from Argentina. It's like $7 a pound. So I get like 3 pounds of it. When I'm done with the 3 pounds, because then by the time the 3 pounds is done, I'm a little sick of it. So then I got to switch it up. Then I go back to coffee. But then it makes coffee
tastes better,
more potent, tastes better. You know, I'm not really hooked on the coffee or relying on it so much. So when I drink it, it gives me that kick in the ass that I need.
I try to stick to 1 cup a day.
1 cup a day.
Yeah, I don't want to do much more than that. And then, you know, I got heartburn issues and shit like that. But I try to keep it 1 cup a day.
Acid reflux in your stomach too, right?
Real bad.
And coffee's not good with that.
Nope. But you know, maybe sometimes in the evening I'll take another cup. But I usually try to keep it in 1 cup.
Frank makes some of the strongest coffee. I'm excited, though, when he comes in to talk about that. I actually brought him some yerba mate. It looks like it's in the bag.
Oh, I thought we were going to smoke that later.
No, this is not weed. This is not weed.
It's in the baggie and everything.
This is tea. I know. This is the only thing I can find in the house.
I was like, shit, we're going to burn that up.
Yes. But, yes.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Yerba mate, man. I get it right from Argentina. Cruz de Malta is the name of the company that we get it from. It's like $7 a pound. It's cheap.
Nice.
And it comes in just like how a normal pound of coffee would come in, and they put it in a box, send it to me. And
what do you make it like? Almost like coffee? Like just put it in like with a filter? Or?
Well, what I do is I get a tea bag. You could get those empty tea bags, and I get them at like Peter's Cornucopia, and they're just a big old sack. It looks like one big old nut sack. You fill it up and just dangle it in there, or you could do it by a French press.
I was gonna say, I wonder if I have one of those things where you can fill up regular coffee and put it in your Keurig. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like an adapted thing. You just fill it up with regular coffee instead of like an actual K-cup. I wonder if you could do that with that.
I think they do have that.
That'd be kind of cool.
I'm pretty sure they do. All of a sudden, this thing has become like a real hipster, millennial type of thing, yerba mate. It has become really popular.
So now you're going to listen to Kings of Leon?
They have these like weird straws with a spoon at the end of it with a filter at the bottom, and they drink it like that. It's kind of like the hipster thing to do.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's like fancy ways to drink.
Why
it
they
and
read sheet music to each other?
Can't really read sheet music to each other.
That was the
unless
thing.
You're playing music.
That was the thing. No, that's the thing. They go and like read, like go there and with a book and read the sheet music.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody was talking about that. I'm like, that's kind of retarded, but
I recommend trying yerba mate. You should try it out. I'm a spokesman now for this thing.
I'll
talk
try
about it all the time. It jacks you up, man. I'm telling you.
You'd be jogging here.
Yeah, you see me sometimes. I'm in here just sweating. I'm like, dude, it's freezing in here. I'm not freezing. I'm freaking sweating. I'm high on yerba. I'm high on yerba.
Should roll a joint out of that stuff.
Longwood says by Friday at 3 a.m. he's ready to try to get some pussy and get drunk, so he doesn't really mind missing us on a Friday. So that's you say nice things, Longwood.
Somebody just posted, racism is the new hipster.
Racism is the new hipster. Well, I'm not racist. Some of my closest friends are black. You know, I love them all. In fact, if you come in here tomorrow, Ease Beats and Biz on Super Tuesday, some of my greatest friends right there, Jacoby, Mile. I mean, the list goes on and on and on.
Sometimes I feel like
don't get me started.
I go out with like a UN group, you know, because I have friends that are Asian, black, you know, Indian, you know, all sorts of races.
That's the way. That's the other beautiful thing about Utica. It's so multicultural here. A lot of different cultures here in beautiful Utica, New York. Red from Charleston checking in. It says Alabama Shakes is what him and the wife first danced to at the wedding.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And then he bought it for his daughter?
And he bought it for his daughter.
That's cool.
It is cool. Red, you're a classy guy. You're a cool guy.
Way better than that Longwood.
Longwood's a drinking buddy. You know, he's a guy you want to sit next to at a bar and just drink and get drunk and then hit on women with. That's what I feel.
And then hope you don't get kicked out.
Right. Yeah, I'm excited for Frank to come in. And the rest of the week, too, we got a bunch of stuff going on. I got to check my calendar here real quick, Chicken, so I can tell you who's coming in this week. Mike the Vice is supposed to be stopping in this week.
Live in studio, right?
Live in studio. Marie Soldado from Toys for Tots, she's going to be coming in. She does the benefit down, I think it's at Lucan's this year. Her and Matt Combs will be here to promote that. Angela Johnson, our good friend from
Angela, nice.
BB Designs, will be in the house. Angela, she's got so many different events.
She's always got things going on.
She had the really cool Utica coloring book back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe she's got more of those.
Oh, she definitely got tons of events.
Mm-hmm. Mike the Vice said he's coming in studio, and he's bringing guests, too.
Awesome.
So that's going to happen on Thursday. It's going to be a wild Thursday.
Is he bringing his bookie, or we can do a live, put his bookie in the Vice?
I think he's going to put your head in the Vice, actually.
I got a big fat head, man.
I think that's the plan.
You better have a big old voice, man. I got a big old Irish head.
You're getting jacked, though, kid. You're starting to look real good.
Thank you, sir.
You are. You're looking good. Dropped a lot of weight and out there. Now all you need to do is get some ass.
Yep.
And I'm trying to get you to start a Tinder account, and you won't do it.
I'm down to 235.
235.
235
nice.
from 290.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got...
You were 290
Yep.
and 235 now.
Yes.
And you've done this all within a year.
Yes, sir.
It's been 1 year.
Yep.
That's awesome, bro.
Started last October.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Been busting my ass. So.
I know you have. Got
to get down...
I'm with you.
Got to get down. I know, right? You're there, right along with me, bro. So, and now you brought Gabe in. Now Amigo's coming.
Yeah, it's been a crew now at the gym.
I took Silbert out Friday. He came to the gym with me.
Yeah.
He was. I don't think it was what he was expecting. He was like, "Man, this is killing." I'm like, "Well, we got 2 more exercises to go. Do those 2." And he was like, "Oh man, I'm freaking dying here." I'm like, "All right, well, now we got to do abs." And I made him do what you put the rope behind your neck and you squeeze down.
Yeah.
We got done. He was like, "Holy shit, this is bad." I'm like, "All those years you kicked my ass. Here's my turn."
Yeah. Payback, bitch.
Yep. But I got to go I think I got to lose about 30 more pounds.
Is that your plan?
Yeah.
Did you set a goal?
I did.
You did?
I wanted to get 220 before the end of the year. And my ultimate goal would be like 200, 205, I think.
Yeah. Good, man. Keep
any lower than
hitting
that,
it.
I think I look weird.
Keep hitting it. And you're doing it. You can tell on your shoulders and your chest.
Yeah.
Did you go today? I didn't see you.
Yeah, I was there.
Oh, you did?
I went a little later. I got there about like a little after 1.
Just missed you. We left that
Yep.
one. Well, we had the
kinda
whole
figured I'd
crew
miss it.
going, man. Everybody.
And it's great. I mean, I was telling Sil, I'm like, I don't really have to go with anybody because I run into you and Gabe and, Colenzo and a few others. And, I go so often. There's a lot of people that go at the same time. You end up knowing them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's no big deal. It's like all the people are there, And it's just like something I do in my day. That's how you start your day.
315-505-8433 is the text line, or you could call us 315-505-THE-D. Red from Charleston is checking in. He said, "You didn't know Longwood is on the dark side without a beard." Longwood shaved his beard this weekend. I think what happened, I don't think he did it on purpose. I think it happened on accident. He was shaving, and then it just got a little miscombroid.
Yeah, you look a little more pedophile-y once he was gone.
But at the same time, we're talking about Longwood. He sends in a pair of tits, so...
why aren't they on the text board over here?
It's so hard to do all of it at the same time here, Chicken.
I want to see some boobs.
You always want to see some boobs.
Absolutely.
We'll show you. We'll show them to you, but yes, along with thanks for always sending in the Monday afternoon, actually, but it's Monday morning to me. The Monday morning boob segment, I guess. I don't know.
I guess if I had a choice between get my asshole waxed or Tinder, I think I would go with the Tinder.
Let's do it, chicken. I need to live vicariously through you.
I don't think you're going to get money results.
I think so, actually.
Yeah.
I do. I have the utmost confidence and faith in you that you will do very, very well on Tinder. And if you can't do well on Tinder, then you have no dick.
It's not that I don't have no dick. It's a lot of window shopping, and I got like a face for radio.
Yeah.
So I just don't think it's.
But I think, and I don't know because I've never even experienced it. And I just go on from what people tell me. I know I got a couple buddies of mine that are killing it on Tinder. But it's pretty much just free pussy.
Yeah.
Like, how could you not get laid on it?
I don't know. I've never done any of those, and I just hear a whole bunch of horror stories, and I don't know.
This will break your streak, pal. It's a good way to break the streak.
We'll see. It is a long, cold winter, so I ain't gonna be bored up there in the woods. So.
Long, cold winter, man.
I got all these calluses on my hands, so it hurts with the jerking off. So
that's from lifting weights.
Yeah.
I think you should do it. Chicken, come on. Tinder. I want to live vicariously through you, chicken. You know this, right? I'm doing this for me, actually.
You're doing it for you?
Through you.
I'll really consider it.
If Tinder was out 20 years ago, I'd have AIDS. I'd probably be dead.
You have AIDS?
Yeah, something. I'd have AIDS and syphilis, gonorrhea, herpes, all that shit. I'd probably have it all at once and just croak.
Instead of having it one at a time like you did before?
Well, I cleared one up and then went on to another one.
Oh. At least you staggered it, you know?
Yeah, staggered it, yes. Minus the AIDS, of course. So. Yeah, but if Tinder was out back then, oh my God. Oh my God, it would be ridiculous.
I just think like if we had like the internet like now, between being able to YouTube videos and free porn, I would never have left my room.
Mm-hmm.
Like seriously, now I realize why these kids never just stay at home. They don't have to. They don't have to hang out with their friends. They could like play video games with their friends at home. They don't even They don't even have to see each other.
Yeah, right. They don't communicate.
No.
They don't do anything. Longwood's telling you, take it from him, get on a dating app.
Oh, man. That'd be the floodgates of the wackos.
Because you're not trying to find a wife anymore. As a matter of fact, the girl I'm banging right now, to me, it's a great, I get all the pussy, and the husband gets all the problems. I should have read that first before I said it. Atta boy, Longwood. Keep it going. Get those numbers up, kid.
Until he comes home with a gun.
Yeah. Then we got a dead listener on our hands.
That is the other problem, is I end up usually meeting girls with boyfriends and husbands. And they don't usually tell you right away. And then you find out later. And then you're that guy. And it's just a big pain in the ass. It's a whole lot of drama.
Yeah, there's a lot of drama.
Or they got like psycho baby daddies and all that shit.
Or three of them.
Yeah, right.
Three different psycho baby daddies. Red from Charleston's checking in. He says, Tinder was out 20 years ago. You just had to put an ad out in the paper. I remember that. The single lines.
Personals. Yeah,
personals.
Yeah, but you couldn't send pussy pics back then. You had to send it through the mail.
Yeah, there was no way the OD is printing off a picture of your dick.
Yeah. And if they did, they'd probably mislabel it anyways. They'd be like, Red from Jacksonville.
Charleston.
I know. We're talking about the OD here.
I got you. Right, I got that. That one went over my head. That one definitely went over my head. But come on, start that Tinder profile up, chicken. I really think it'd be great for you.
I'm scared.
I know you're scared.
Not of the pussy. Just
no, I know what you're scared
I'm scared of the rest of them.
But you know what? I feel like, okay, you're going to deal with your fair share of psychotic girls on Tinder, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like a lot of those girls are on there for one thing and one thing only. They just want to get laid, and that's it. But there is that whole standing rule that I have. It's my standing rule, is you can't really bang a girl more than 3 times without her or you getting emotionally attached.
Oh. What does that like
That's
count?
my 3-time rule.
3 times in one night?
Well, if it's 3 times in one night, then you're fucked.
Because I'm usually like 3-4 times in one night.
Well, yeah, and that adds up to what, 25 minutes?
No.
No, but what I'm saying though is like you got that 3-time rule, and then after the 3rd time,
Not if I take that silver bullet shit, man.
Dude, did you try it?
Not yet.
Oh, it's the shit. Jeremy Freeman, if you're out there listening, thank you. And my girlfriend thanks you, too, for this silver bullet thing.
We'll promote you for free silver bullet.
keep giving me some bullets. It does work, though. Those male enhancement pills from Jeremy Freeman. I forgot the name of them. The silver bullet.
Silver bullet,
That's
I think
what they look like.
I think that's what it's called.
They're like little capsules, and they look like a silver bullet. Shit worked all weekend. All weekend.
Yeah?
Oh,
All weekend.
All
One
weekend.
pill?
well, you don't stay hard all weekend, you know what I mean?
Well, I
But
mean,
you
I
just like,
understand.
yeah. It was like having my fucking 22-year-old dick back. I
Nice.
missed him. Like,
Nice.
oh my God, buddy, I forgot.
How you doing, buddy?
I was patting him from underneath. Good to see you, old friend. I was like, yeah, Dad, let's get some pussy.
Nice.
Yeah, so he popped in. He made an appearance.
I was wondering why Tori was walking weird.
She was drunk. That's why she was walking. He was drinking that wine the other night. Oh, but Jeremy Freeman, thank you, buddy. So, yes, chicken, you could do that.
So, in a way, Jeremy Freeman made your dick hard.
He did.
Nice.
He did. Mr. Incredible.
Mr. Incredible.
He
Yeah.
turned my dick into Mr. Incredible.
Yeah, you
I'll
were
tell
Mr.
that.
Incredible for the weekend. Nice.
Yeah, my dick jumped out of like this phone booth and shit, and he was like, dun da da da.
Super dolls. Nice.
Male enhancement pills from Jeremy Freeman. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you.
You're getting a bell.
Chicken, Tinder, and male enhancement pills. You could be like the hero. You could be like the 5-star king of Tinder. Is there like, Tinder people of the week type of thing?
You got me,
You
dude.
know?
I've never even been on the site.
No.
No, I've never done any.
Whoever had the most
They do
dates in
things.
a week or something, you're like put up there on the front page or any of that stuff. Does that happen? No.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I know
Tinder-
friends that did Plenty of Fish. I know people that did Match.
Tinder profile of the week, and then there's guy and a girl. It's like
I like to. I'll do Tinder. Gabe does Farmers Only.
I want Gabe to do Christian Mingle.
Christian Mingle. Oh my God, I'd piss so many people off on that.
I don't think you would though. I think the Christian Mingle. I think they're more of a slut than they are on like Plenty of Fish or the other one there.
They're like secret sluts.
Oh, yeah, secret sluts. Those are the ones you got to look out for.
I don't know, man. Sometimes I like to do things that are not legal when it comes to sex.
Well,
Well,
make sure you check their
maybe-
ID. Checking.
Maybe they shouldn't be legal.
Check their ID.
No. I do have age. Trust me. At my age, they don't want no part of this old ass.
But it would be a great bit, man.
Yeah, I think we could.
And I think the listeners would get behind you. We've got Longwoods in your corner right now, and Red's probably in your corner too. You got people that are supporting you here on this Tinder thing. So let's get it happen. We'll get you a nice couple pictures of yourself. Suck in the gut,
Suck in
stick
the
out
gut.
the chest a little bit, maybe flex a little bit. Get your Randy Orton pose on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like out there.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not
exactly.
quite there yet, though. I'm not in the flaunt yet.
Leave the shirt on.
Oh yeah, of course.
All right then.
I don't want to scare them away.
Fine. You got to work out to where you actually look good in a shirt.
Right.
You can hide it.
See, I want to. That's what I was.
That's
thinking.
what I'm going for.
I was thinking that earlier today. I want the Johnson body where you could just pick up a raggedy old T-shirt and just throw it on and he's ready to go out.
Yeah.
Just a regular plain T-shirt and he's like, oh, hey, he's good.
Yeah.
I want to be able to do that.
Right.
No, I can't.
Amigo's the same way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. The kid hasn't worked out in years, right? It's been like maybe a year or two. I don't know how long it's been. He hasn't worked out forever. He gets back into the gym like it's nothing. He's benching the shit that he was benching before. But I asked him next day, I'm like, how you feeling? A little sore. I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad.
Man, when I first started, I was so sore I couldn't move. And
We're getting a call in. Hi, EC Radio. They hung up on us. So, you're right then.
they're probably trying to call Tony's.
Right. Could I get a number 2 with a large pie and pepperoni?
Can I get a large sausage?
Did you talk to our buddy Load yet?
No,
No.
not since about 2 weeks ago I seen him.
Yeah.
But I will get a hold of him.
Yeah, we've got that challenging. It's going to happen. I talked to the people from O Babies yesterday, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
Cool.
I did talk to them yesterday. They're all about it. So
It's be a lot of fun. It'd be cool.
we're going to do that.
I like the way we changed it up a little bit instead of doing like a.
I don't want to do a race. You know what it is? Because it's a lot of food for them to be
Yeah.
putting out for a race. Let's do it, set a time, and then have other people come in and try to break that time, and it'll be like an ongoing challenge.
Absolutely.
You know?
I think it's better that way, and we'll time it, and then they can you know, they don't feel like they got to hurry up and eat more than they can. And yeah.
And I feel like Joe Load is the guy to set the bar.
Really?
Don't you think?
He's right up there.
He can eat.
Absolutely.
He can eat.
Masucci can too.
Yes, he can.
That'd be good.
Yes, he can. So it's like a 8-meat platter type of thing.
Dude.
8 meat with 4 cheeses. It's like a 4x4. It stands a foot high sandwich. It's called the Goliath.
Yeah.
Or there's another sandwich that you can choose from. This is all from Mo Babies over there.
Well, they're both.
Washington
I think they're
Mills.
both the sides of the sandwich is the Goliath. There's 2 different kinds that they make, I guess.
Yeah,
So, which both sandwiches sound freaking awesome.
they do.
So trying to figure out which ones you want to eat is going to be a tough one. But they both sound really, really good. And but there's a lot. There's a lot there. I mean, I just know they're regular size focaccia sandwiches. I have to take half of it home.
Mm-hmm.
And this Goliath, Jesus, I don't even want to try it myself.
Yeah, but not only that, you have to eat that sandwich, but you also have to eat a basket of fries.
Yep. That's where they get you to.
That's
the fries
where they
are
get
heavy.
you. The fries are really heavy. A basket of fries, that's like a half pound of fries probably.
I don't even know if I could even finish a whole basket of fries
I
myself.
don't even think I can eat half that sandwich,
No,
let alone
not
the
even.
whole sandwich and then the fries.
I can't, like I said, they're regular size. I have to take home because I'm full, and I skip the fries. I usually don't eat fries. Like I like fries, but to me it's like when you get bread at an Italian dinner. Like I kind of skip the bread sometimes. I'll take like a little bit of bread, but I want to eat the rest of the food. You know what I mean?
In the beginning, do you use the bread to sock up the sauce
Oh,
at
yeah.
the end?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how I do the same thing.
Or make a pasta sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Eat it that way. But yeah, when it comes to like if I get a sandwich and fries, I go for the sandwich and I basically leave the fries. I have a few here and there, but I could never eat the whole basket of fries and a regular Old Baby's focaccia sandwich. So this ought to be interesting.
It's going to be a good challenge.
Have they had anybody finish this yet?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I haven't asked, but I'm going to now that you asked.
Yeah, because I like to.
I can't remember what she said when she was here.
Because they get their picture on the wall, right?
Yeah, you get a bunch of stuff.
Like a gift
You
certificate.
get your picture on the wall, gift certificates. Of course, you get the sandwiches, like $35 for that sandwich.
Free
You
roll
get
of toilet
that.
paper.
Get your name on the wall, gift certificate. There's a bunch of T-shirt. I think
Yeah.
there's a big prize packet that go along with finishing that sandwich in under a minute, under an hour.
Hour and a minute. Whoa.
That would never work.
Even an hour. I mean, it's.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It is. It's a lot. You got to eat half of that. You got to have that done. Half of that, it's going to take at least 45 minutes, I think. I don't know. It all depends. Has Lord been in food competitions before?
I believe so.
I think he has too.
He looks like he
Didn't he
has.
do like sushi competitions or something like that?
I can't tell you. I don't know. But I know he can eat.
Yeah.
I've seen him put down some food.
Oh, yeah.
He's a big boy.
He's definitely a big boy.
We got to get him in here for that. When Todd does the video too, for the boxing match.
Oh, yeah. I forgot all about that, actually. Did Todd put it up yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. He has it. Actually, that's what happened. He lost it, but he found it. So we need to get that up and show the boxing match. Chicken against Joe Load in a boxing match.
Yep.
And this was all like 14 years ago. 15
Yeah,
years
about
ago.
15. Yeah, about 15 years
15
ago.
years ago.
Yeah,
Back when you were young and
I was playing football. I was about 216 at the time.
216?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was playing football for the Mohawk Valley Vikings. So I was.
But he weighed,
better
what,
shape.
316?
Yeah, probably even more than that.
You gave him 100 pounds or something.
Almost knocked me right out of the ring. And this ring was at Francis DeSales School, and it was the actual ring that like George Foreman fought in. It was like legit boxing ring. So that was kind of cool. And then our buddy Paul Randall from CNY Cabs and Paulie's Barbershop, he was in my corner. He was my corner guy. He made sure I had my chair and was wrapped
That's
up
good. That's a
correctly.
good guy to have in your corner.
Absolutely.
Longwood's checking in. He says they're all sluts on Christian Mingle or OK Cupid. Every one of them are whores except for Mom. And Dad, Grandma is retired. It's crazy. It's true though.
Christian
I
Mingle.
feel like if you're on one of those things, you're there for one thing and one thing only. You're there to get. I don't think you're on Tinder, Christian Mingle, or Plenty of Fish to meet the love of your life. Honestly,
No, I know some people that were. And
are you that naive?
they give basically what kills me. And I had a friend that she was doing this, and she basically was given a blueprint to her panties, but then wondering why these guys didn't want to date her, and you know what I mean? It's just like you're telling people how to manipulate you, and then you want a relationship, and then when they bang you and they're out, you're like, well, how'd that happen? Because you basically gave them a blueprint. You told them exactly what you were looking for, exactly what you weren't looking for, so then they just tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah.
And, so that's my problem, is a lot of girls want to marry me off. They just think, oh, he's single, well, I'll be with him.
I got this great friend, Mike. You'll love him. You'll absolutely love him.
Nobody ever sets me up, though.
Oh, no?
No, I never.
You don't want to be set up.
No.
You don't.
No, because like one girl wanted to set me. I'm like, how big is she?
It never really works out.
And she's like, she's not big at all. I'm like, how ugly is she?
It never really works out.
No,
Ever.
and I'm a different type of person. You know what I mean? Like,
And different, you mean fat.
well, that too. But I'm also like, I'm okay with being single, so I'm very independent.
Yeah.
And a lot of girls, they take that as like I'm a player or something like that. And I'm like, no, I just like doing shit on my own.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I hate people. I hate needy
Well, they
people.
probably notice you have a lot of friends that are girls, too.
Yes.
You do have a lot of girls in the
do.
friend zone.
I do.
You do. Like, when you're hanging out with a couple girls. But it's not like you're banging them. It's
No.
not like you're trying to bang them
Right.
either.
Right. They're
You
my
know?
friends.
Maybe you've
You know?
tried to bang them once, and that was it. And then they became in the zone.
Some of them I just known over the years, and
That you know how crazy they are, and you wouldn't even
well,
think about messing with them.
and I know that they would never even think of hooking up with me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I do own a mirror, and you know, so it's like I know they won't hook up with me, and then like you start to know them, you start to like see their like the behind the scenes stuff, and you're like, wow, they're fucking nuts.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, I'm glad and to me, I get to see what most guys don't get to see. You know, I get that backstage pass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see how they're fucking with these guys, how they're manipulating, how they use them, and you're like,
Constantly.
yes, bitch, I see you. Now it's like I can see a girl trying to play me before she even does it. Like, I'm like, oh, here we go. We're gonna go with this game then.
Yeah.
And then they get mad when I don't play along. And but that's because I got so many other female friends that tell me their secrets. So it's definitely an interesting perspective.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you get to see how whack some women are.
And they're fucked up. They're fucked up.
Yeah. Yes, I know. Well, some are more crazier than others.
Right. And I'm not saying that I'm not
And
fucked up.
yes, again, too, and I'm going to mention this, too. We're idiots. Guys are dumb.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we are.
Oh, it's so funny, too, because, like, I will also hear how guys fuck up.
Uh-huh.
Like, a friend of mine, she was married, and she told me how her husband bought her, on Valentine's Day, he bought her a vacuum cleaner. And instantly, I was like, dude, what are you thinking? I wanted to call him. I'm like, bro, you should have talked to me. I would have told you. No. You know what I mean? Not on Valentine's. You don't buy her a fucking vacuum cleaner. They almost got divorced on that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you hear where like these other guys will call up a girl like 19 times in a row, and like then when she turns him down, he gets all mean and nasty about it, and you're like, because she don't like you? Bro, like, chill out.
You went psychotic.
Yeah. Like, so you get to see like what other guys are doing wrong too. You know what I mean? And you're like, so it's definitely an interesting perspective.
It is. I guess this is a little lost right now.
Yeah, it's so I don't know. Like, I know some people that were on like Match. I know actually a friend of mine, she was going to do a commercial for Match.com. She was actually going to do a national commercial for him that she used it so much. But I feel like a lot of people are looking for relationships. That they're searching for them.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're searching for these relationships, and I'm not that person. Like, if it happens, it happens, great. But I'm not just going to, like, go out there and say, I'm looking for a wife. Sometimes I just want to be left alone.
Yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh. I hear you. I hear you. Sorry, I was taking care of that.
Yeah, I know.
But people are on there looking for, like, I'm sorry, if you're going on Tinder or anything, you go there just to get laid. You're not there to look for the love of your life.
Now, if I was in a big city, moved to a new town or something like that, I don't really know anybody, I get it. I would probably be more inclined to do it more often or do it, try it out. But it's also like for women, I think like these dating sites are so much easier because guys generally pay for the date. They generally go all out. They have to think of the date, where they go, where they're bringing them. pay for it all, and these girls will go on like 4 or 5 dates a week, and then I'm kind of like, so I'm not like meeting that one. I'm just like, I'm like a job fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go in for the interview, I try to impress them enough that like get a call back.
Yeah.
And I just like, I don't fucking
like speed dating.
Yeah, this is
like speed dating. I had a buddy of mine, my buddy Matt, went on the speed date, and he goes, "Z, I'm walking in there with 3 questions. Do you have a job? Is your father in jail? Do you want to fuck?" And he went around the room with those 3 questions at speed dating, and needless to say, he didn't get any pussy, but I didn't get anything out of it.
See, I would probably be like,
just funny.
Are you married? Do you have a crazy baby daddy?
Mm-hmm.
And will you fuck?
This was, do you have a job? Is your dad in jail? Do you want to fuck? Funny stuff. Good stuff, bro. Well, let's take a break, and we're going to come right back. Frank's going to join us in a little bit from Utica Coffee Roasters. Looking forward to catching up with him. He's a radio guy, too.
Yes.
He was
Talk
talking the town for a long time with our boy. Well, I don't really call him our boy anymore.
No, he's
scared of us.
Scared of us.
He's scared. Like, we haven't been friends with him, Mr. Mark Piersma.
Right?
So, yeah. Funny, we're calling him out, but the other day we were calling Nagel out, and he left a voicemail on me. He goes, "All right, I'll do your radio show." I woke up yesterday morning to that.
I would have Tim called him up like, "Dude, what the fuck are you thinking?" Dude, Tim was great.
It was a lot of fun. Tim Hardiman's the man. And you can listen to that interview with Tim Hardiman from Taylor the Cook on demand at DisruptionNetworks.com. Let's take this break, and we'll be back.
Hey, listen, Justin, I have something to tell you. I found a new D. I don't expect you to understand right now, but this D is just new, and it's incredible. This D is so big. This D is so strong. It's not you. It's the D.
What will happen next, ladies and gentlemen? Will Justin stay? Will he go? Will he ask for most of his shit back in a jealous rage? Tune in today, tomorrow, and every other day from 3 to 6 o'clock here on EC Radio.
EC Radio. You know what the hell you're listening to?
It's EC Radio.
I can't forget the cold. Oh, yes, I know no one left alone. The water slowly flows. You live your life, all you know, nothing short of loneliness, and you're searching for something more that can never end. You can't be so sure of what you're longing for. 'Cause I can't forget the cold. Oh, yes, I know no one left alone. The water slowly flows. Difference between wrong and what's right. Searching for something more that can make it right. You can't be so sure of what you're longing for. 'Cause I can't forget the cold. Oh, yes, I know no one left alone. The water slowly flows. Cause I can't forget the cold. Oh, yes, I know no one left alone. The water slowly flows.
Chicken Man.
Autumn Fire Amends from the Amends CD, self-titled CD right there. Autumn Fire, kick-ass local band here from the Utica area. If you get a chance, check them out. They're not really playing much, but Max and the other guys, they're all doing so many different projects. Max Sheldon Band, he's playing with our good friend and Scott Henderson and Josh Crossman and Nate Keeter on to doing other things with Mason's Revolt, and they got a bunch of other things going on. So
Great musicians, great guys.
a lot of talent happening in the Utica area. Z, Chicken, hanging. We recruited an old radio guy right now.
Yes, we did.
Yes,
Wow,
we
it's
did.
a pleasure to be here on the show.
Frank Elias from Utica Coffee Roasters in the house with us. Good to see you.
Wake the hell up.
Wake
Yes,
the
sir.
hell
I
up.
just brought up
It's
Wake the
good
Hell
to
Up
be here in
earlier.
the studio.
And I love that slogan too, wake the hell up.
great.
Because you can really get behind that. And like it could go so many different inflections.
catchy.
It's
It's
so many
catchy.
different inflections.
It's very
And it's
broad.
great coffee, man. I've tried it. This stuff is good.
Thank you, Chicken.
I love this.
For those
Appreciate
at
that.
home can't smell the aroma in the studio right now, but it smells like coffee wonderland in here right now. It really does.
I have that effect in walking in the room after roasting coffee all day long, sure.
You're like, Frank, let me get a smell of you. Let's take it back, Frank. What made you
Let's do
start
it.
wanting to do coffee and roasting coffee? And how long has it been?
Holy cow, looking back on it now, it's been, I'm thinking I started 2003-04 investigating, where I actually started roasting in downtown about 2005. And went about it slow. And this is where I ended up being right now.
Yeah, you did go about it slow because
Yeah,
you had
so-
the building for a while, and it was like a gradual.
Remember, you were
Yeah,
there.
I was
Remember
there.
the residence center next door,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Was that Lynn Michelini's place?
It was Lynn Michelini, and who was doing
was
that?
it.
It was like Adam Spirtolozzi. He was
Adam
one of the
Spirtolozzi.
Yeah,
Oh my God, I used to party with that kid many years ago.
Talented
right.
artist.
That's how
man.
far back this goes, Chicken.
Those were some good times. So,
From what I remember. Yeah.
it was a gradual thing for you, though.
So it was gradual. Started slow. Always had it as a side business. Kind of seeing, you know what? I like making things, and that's where it all started from. Hey, what can I make that can like distinguish, this area, and this is what it became, and it's all good right
It became an institution, bro.
Yeah.
It
What
has.
What made you get into coffee?
now. Making things, right? I wanted to cook stuff, and I wanted to. You know what chicken was? I wanted to make something that would turn into a business that would give back to the community, and it was there that I chose to invest and start, because that was the lowest part of the city at that point, and it was also your main street, economically depressed area. And so I saw there an opportunity to start a business down there. It was relatively inexpensive.
And there was a lot of shitty coffee at the time.
There was no coffee.
There was no coffee.
There was none. And in fact,
Paul de Lima.
Duncan.
That's about it.
at the nice at a grocery store down the road, or a convenience store, gas station. That was all that was there at that time. So we started roasting coffee. We start with the goal of revitalizing the area and building it up. And we supported this movement that had started by people that you mentioned already, Lynn Michelini, she started, Boilermaker was down there. So we saw where this could go, and we just started building it.
And it's a great little pocket of Utica.
Yeah.
You are definitely waving the flag for the revitalization of Bag Square. We had Tim Hardiman on here on Thursday. Or Wednesday, I'm sorry, Wednesday.
Wednesday, yep.
He was in here on Wednesday, and, he had nothing but great things to say about you.
And I got to tell you, that was the turnaround. Once the tailor and the cook came in next door to us down there, people started looking at it from a different perspective. People from New Hartford or Clinton would come down, whereas before nobody would even get out of the cars down there.
Clinton.
That's right. How do you spell? How do you say it?
I say Clinton, but they are like Clinton.
That's
You got a
That's right.
Clinton.
So you have to be. I guess when you're from the area, and you can distinguish the two.
You got to pronunciate.
Good. It's like
Clinton.
Westmoreland or Westmoreland?
Yeah.
Crick or Creek.
Crick. Unless you're going to Nail Creek.
Crick.
We could be here all day with all this. But there has been this whole great movement going on in Bag Square, and it's
Yeah.
people like you and Hardiman and just waving the flag. How do we get peepers out of there?
All in time, I'm sure it'll all happen.
I don't want to rip on them, but we do all the time.
But
I feel like we do rip on
the
them a
town
lot.
does need a strip club. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be right there, but I mean, I think.
Yeah, can't they
It's all going to
relocate
come
them?
around.
What's that?
With the work that's being done down there now by others, Vinny Fici is
Great friend of mine.
is redoing a building in that same block, and when that happens, it will continue to turn. Like when I was here, when Taylor and Cook got here, it turned. Now it's even going to turn for the better.
And we've seen what happened with like Varick Street. You know, like when you first opened your bar in Varick Street on the EC, there was what 3-4 bars on there,
There was the Varick and O'Donnell's, yeah.
and now look at it.
Right.
And
You
now-
remember it back then, Z? How many years back was that?
Well, those are my blackout years, Frank, so no, I don't remember any of it.
But you start seeing it now. Like you get a couple businesses where you are,
Right.
And you're going to see it kind of like go around the corner. Now you got Gerber's, you know,
Right.
And
Exactly.
you're going to see it start blowing up. My theory was always instead of like that trolley that the brewery had, they should have used it as like you go from Varick Street to Bag Square to downtown.
You know what? That's the most simple thing you can do to help revitalize in this area. Don't term a bus a bus. Call it a trolley.
Yes.
Right? And then that idea, that concept of transportation within the inner city is no longer, it's not a bus, it's a trolley. It's a
Right.
totally different way of looking at it.
And it looks way cooler, too.
And it connects.
We should have a trolley coming down James Street. Sooner or later.
I don't know about that.
But like if you can combine
If it was armored.
like with all the parking issues like towards Varick Street and downtown and stuff like that, like they could park down at Bag Square to catch a trolley, go over to Varick Street, do what they got to do, come back. Like it connects everybody together instead
Right.
of being separated the whole city.
Yeah.
They need to kind of like combine it. That was always my theory.
I
Like
think they buried the trolley, too.
they
Isn't it
did.
gone?
I thought it would have
I
been a
haven't
great
seen
way
it in
to
years.
you put that trolley.
Bring it
people-
back.
Yeah.
Sign a petition.
I know Joe Lode was trying to do that.
Yeah,
trying
but-
to save,
Was he really?
Yeah, trying to save the trolley. I just thought it would have been a cool thing. Like, you seen that pull up on Varick Street, people get on. Even if you charge like $2.
Right.
I'd pay $2 to go to,
Why wouldn't you?
right, like, cruise around, hit a bunch of different spots, let's try, like,
Everyone would know how much it costs to ride the trolley.
Right.
Right now, if I asked you how much does it cost to ride a bus, would you know?
no,
No,
not at all.
idea.
Right.
But, like, then you could go hit, like, Swifties, Griffin's, your place, other people's down there, Gerber's, and then you
Right.
hit the Varick Street.
Just take one big loop.
Yeah,
One just constant loop.
right around the corner. I mean, it's what, not even, like, 2 miles? Not even?
I'll even
What
volunteer
would
to
we
drive
call
the
this?
bus.
What are we going to call this? There's gotta be some.
I don't know.
Get down with it.
We'd have to figure this
Utica
out.
loop?
But
The trolley shuffle or
I've
something.
been saying this for years, and I'm surprised it hasn't caught on. Because if you go to places like Tampa Bay, you go to Tampa,
right,
and they got was it the Channel Side, and they got a few other places, and they take a trolley. You take a trolley from one, like Ybor City to Channel Side, so you don't have to drive, you don't have to get out, you don't have to worry about parking, and it merges the party.
How about the trolley you have to pedal yourself? Right? You've seen it. You have to have seen it, right?
I've seen that. Yeah.
Drink and ride.
Yeah, like in San Francisco, they have those around the Fisherman's Wharf.
That could be phase 2.
Yeah,
I don't know if people would get behind that one.
I got to work. Then we want to walk across
Come
the parking
on,
lot.
St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, it'd be great.
You know it's going to happen sooner or later. It's going to, right?
Rickshaws.
Rickshaws. Hey, it'd be like Central Park.
There you go.
One big Central Park. But the trolley is a great idea. Have that thing shuttling around all over Utica, even up to Uptown if you go up to like
Don't even
towards-
call it a bus anymore.
Yeah.
By the way, you see the buses lately? None of them are filled,
Right.
right?
No.
Rarely,
Rarely.
right? So take out 15 seats.
I mean, we're a bus
Better
stop.
gas mileage too, right?
We're a bus stop right here, and I barely ever see a bus pull up here.
It'd be like a little mini San Francisco.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know?
I just think like when people want to go to dinner, they get out. Like let's say they go to dinner at Taylor and a Cook, and they get out and they're like don't want to have to go down Varick Street and park, and they just hop on the trolley and go.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It does. Have that thing run until like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and then call it. I'd even volunteer to drive it.
Right?
I'd love to drive the bus. It'd be like David Lee Roth in the Hot for Teacher video. No.
Oh, is it?
What do you got? You got a call-ins over there?
I wish I could. I'm not going to take it. No. I've been getting solicited calls, like from random numbers, and we've been putting them on air just for the hell of it, to mess with them.
That's the bomb.
It was great.
You got to do it.
But the other day,
the Jerky Boys, you remember those tapes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
because
the opportunities right there.
The other day we put the one on, and
The IRS.
The IRS.
Let's just start calling people right now. Quick, get out the phone book.
Well, when we had Keeler on a couple weeks ago, he was talking about how like making the prank calls, and he was the king of the prank calls. Make prank calls with the caller ID and the technology. It's like it's illegal.
Why
pretty
wouldn't
much
he be
these
doing
days.
this now?
One of the best ones I love that Keeler did was when he took he had a U-Haul company call another U-Haul company then they like put them both on, and he's like, you call me, no, you call me, and like he had like 3 of them going on at the same time, and he didn't say a word, and like they just went fighting back and forth.
For some reason, I think I've heard of that one before.
Yeah, that was a good one. I think that made his best of for a couple years.
Are you still doing radio?
I'm not.
You're not.
3.5 years on.
You're talking the town.
That's right.
You and our boy Piersma.
We had a blast doing that.
Piersma's dogging us for some reason.
He's scared.
He's
He's
scared.
listening.
He's scared.
He's out there right now.
He's scared
Heck,
to come on.
I got his number. Let's call him.
Yeah, he won't answer.
He won't answer, or he won't call us back. So
We've left messages. I've left emails, text messages, and also on Facebook message. No reply. He reads them. No reply. He's scared. And then Chicken saw his brother this weekend, and his brother actually admitted that he's scared to come. Yeah. What's there to be scared of?
No. He'd get right back in the seat. He'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Have you gone on the Adirondack Railroad? Yeah. You got to go see
Maybe
it.
that's
why you got to recruit him. That's where you'll get him.
that's what we wanted to bring him on to promote the Adirondack Railroad.
Yeah.
Right?
I want to do a podcast on the railroad. That would be fun.
Oh, hell yeah.
That would be a lot of fun. Just record it. You couldn't go live because of the dead air.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because
it goes to a lot of places that you're not going to get service.
A lot of
Right,
dead
right,
spots.
right.
But you record it. It would be a lot of fun to have a train podcast going.
But yeah, you won't come on. I trained Piersma when he first came on, like in high school. I took him with me, set up remotes, and showed him the ropes and stuff like that. And it's like, dude, like what the hell? You know, I'm not gonna break your balls. We're not gonna like.
we're gonna have fun.
We're gonna break your balls, but yeah.
Blast doing that for 3 years.
I can imagine.
Dude, at 32, 33 years old, he had his own show and he was rocking, man. He had a good show.
Absolutely. You guys had a great dichotomy going too. I thought
Yeah, we
you
did.
guys fed off each other really well.
Yeah.
Really well. And it was 3.5 years, you said?
3.5 years.
3.5 years.
Yeah.
And it was more like a political thing, right?
Yeah, morning talk, radio show, local.
All local.
Talked about local issues, brought people in, local events. It was a good time. It was a learning station. That's the way I looked at that. You know,
That was a good suit for you, though.
it was
You're,
all good.
You're a radio guy.
Sometimes.
Yeah, you are. You are.
Are you saying I'm ugly?
No. No, I'm not saying you're ugly. Utica coffee, though, man, it is the aroma in here right now is tremendous.
And Z, I don't even smell it anymore. I'm around it all day. I can't smell
You
it.
can't smell it. You're immune to it.
I am immune at this point.
Normally, this room smells like the locker room at Proctor High School,
Right.
But not today. It smells like your roasting facility.
You got to stop down and see us. I don't know.
Yes.
Have you ever been in the shop?
What?
Yeah. Well, not the shop, the roastery.
Actually, I've never been in the roastery.
That's where you
Believe it or
gotta
not.
go check
Now
it
that's
out.
right behind
That's
the
right.
shop.
Yeah. Oh, Z, I think you'd dig it. Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah,
Chicken, you're always invited too.
cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely would like to check that out.
Explain the process, though. The whole roasting process. You get your beans from where? Like,
They come from all over the world. We cup them in advance, right?
wasn't it one time you were just dealing with one specific, like Argentina or something, or Peru or Colombia or something like that?
We've got at any given time probably 15 different origins in house.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we also do flavored coffee too.
Right.
So times that by 2, and so 35, 40 different flavors, blends, origins, all that, all at one time. Come into the shop, right? The roastery. We'll bring it in green. Comes from all around the world. We get orders. We develop coffee blends. We roast it right there. In the process, I can only liken it to like if you had a clothes dryer, right? It's a drum, but if it's all cast iron, you put about 50 pounds of coffee in a batch at a time.
Wow.
And you roast it and give it about 15 minutes.
It only takes 15 minutes to
It
roast?
goes from green to roasted in about 15 minutes. very short cooling cycle. Within 2-3 minutes, those beans are cooled. And you want to cool them as quick as you possibly can to maintain the best flavor profile.
Do you just air cool them?
Yeah. We force air through it. So it's cool dried within 3 minutes. After that, it will rest for a period of time. In fact, you know what? People often say, hey, I want the freshest coffee. Most of the time, coffee needs to rest. It needs to breathe for a couple of days before it is ground or even brewed. And no matter what brewing process that is, it requires some time to rest.
Would it be too bitter if you did it too early?
It's not that it won't be. It's not that it will be bitter, but the coffee will not absorb the water in the best way that it can once it has a chance to age or rest. Typically, I can't even say typically because beans have different characteristics. Some beans will rest in 24, 48 hours. Others, it takes a week.
Wow.
And within that period of time, you can notice the difference if you cup 1, 2, 3, 4 days out. So you pay attention to those characteristics, and especially with the quality coffee. And then those coffee origins, flavors, blends, all have a certain profile that people want, sort of like beer or wine. And those characteristics, typically the acidity, the mouthfeel, the aroma, the aftertaste, those types of
the back end
profiles. Sure. I can feel that in the front of my tongue, back, sides. It's very similar, different taste palette. But you know what? Once you learn to taste certain flavors in one beverage, you have a sense for others as well. And sometimes it's even more. It's even more sharp because you're not familiar with that new, wine. Scotch is a good one.
Yeah.
Right. Whiskey.
Now they're doing it with beer. There's beer tasting and
Yeah, coffee is huge though. Yeah, do you go to coffee conventions?
Yeah.
Like they got it like a Comic-Con type of thing for coffee, right?
Absolutely. Sure. And on the East Coast, on the West Coast, worldwide, and that's something that it's good for us to participate in,
absolutely.
and we do, especially the ones when they're in New York or Boston. They're so close. Go.
You have to go, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's good to have a presence. I like when I used to work out in Syracuse, and I would see your Utica roaster signs all over the place. I'm like, wow, they're out here, and then like Albany, some places like that. I'm like, holy shit.
We're even out in Albany now.
It's awesome.
We're a strategy that we've followed is to go into the schools and develop the relationships with the kids, the newer. The younger kids, and we're in the colleges out in Albany as well as here,
like St. Rose or
Albany College of Pharmacy.
Oh yeah.
Now, am I correct? In Utica College, stop coffee on campus?
No, that's not true.
No, there was.
Check the date on that. April 1st.
Oh, was it? It was a
April
hoax.
1st, yeah.
All right, because I remember hearing about it, and I never I knew a lot of people were freaking out. I'm like,
they got you, chicken.
it was one of those things. I'm like, is that really true? I'm like, that's retarded.
Well, not only is he in schools too, though, but you can find Utica coffee in all the grocery stores as well, and Price Choppers,
Right.
Shenatries.
And you know what? Goes back to our mission. Supporting local, building local, and hiring local, and everyone that is out there working for us is local. And there's a lot of good talent. You know it. Good people promoting and supporting all local. So,
What's your biggest selling coffee?
got to be the Adirondack blend right about now.
Not the cannoli?
That's, on the flavored side, yeah. Cannoli is a very popular one. Jamaican Me Crazy's right up there with it. Very popular. You've had that one.
I've had that, yeah.
But now we're coming out with seasonals. Right now we've got a few different seasonals. We've got a peanut butter cup. That one's hot. Gingerbread for the holidays.
All right.
Peanut butter cup. Well, I know I'm getting my brother for Christmas.
Right.
Frank, we have a ton of out-of-town listeners. If they want to get your coffee, how can they get a hold of you? You have a
Easiest
website and all
way,
that.
wakethehellup.com.
WakeTheHellUp.com. How easy is that to remember?
That's great.
You have to try this coffee, too. We brag about you guys all the time.
Ah, thank you,
We
man.
do. We brag about you guys all the time. And we have, like I said, we have a ton of out-of-town listeners. And we're introducing them to the whole Utica culture. Our food, our coffee, our
see,
music,
man?
everything.
There you go. Build upon the vibe of the region.
We did the coffee delivery.
Yeah, we did a couple of them with you guys. With
That's
Utica
right,
Coffee,
we did.
with our good friends from the Kindness Company, our good friend Heather Gaetano. We went to deliver some coffee to the firemen and the nurses, and so
Bam,
yeah,
thanks for
man,
doing
that's
that with us.
yeah. Of course, we're gonna do that again too. I plan on doing that again. We haven't really. When summer hit, it was like such hectic time going on, you know. And now that we're easing in the fall, we got to do it again when it's
And now,
now,
it's
that, now that
cold,
we're
cold
getting into
out.
the hectic Christmas holiday season.
right. It'd be a perfect time to deliver coffee to these people.
Yeah,
and you're like,
you would.
when you come in the morning, you're cold. That's what you want. You want a cup of coffee.
Christmas. Let's do something for Christmas.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we made the firemen's day when we walked in there, and they were just getting up. It's like 7:30 in the morning. They were either just getting up or just coming into work, and we had a bunch of coffee for them. We made their day.
But we do have a little something event coming up soon
Yes, we do.
in around the 15th. Maybe we could do something with that.
Yeah.
You know, a little charity drive that we're doing.
Yeah.
So
We're doing a little Toys for Tots.
Let us in.
drive.
What are you doing? Toys for Tots?
Little Toys for Tots.
Yes.
We got a little co-op we're doing with our good friend at Polly's Barbershop on Waitsboro Street in Yorkville. That's coming up December 15th. We need to make promos for that.
yeah, we do. We do.
But yeah, we got that coming up. Oh yeah, maybe we could do some kind of coffee delivery to somebody.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna be out there full. The whole staff is gonna be there. So
Tell me about your listeners.
We're all
who are
over
your
the
listeners?
place. My listeners range from Las Vegas to Maine to Florida to South Carolina. They're all over the place.
And
All at New Jersey. If I look at my text line right now, I got Tampa. We've got Houston.
you got Red,
Red in Charleston. Some of these other numbers I don't even know.
Longwood out in Jersey.
We're all
now,
over
Z,
the
I've
place.
known you for plenty of years, but you have done many things. And how long have you gotten into this for?
Well, I did radio back in the 90s.
Right.
I was doing radio.
Right.
I was worked at K-Rock and OUR for many years.
I got to tell you, I am very impressed with the studio.
Oh, thank you.
I really am.
Thanks.
I did radio for 3.5 years, and the setup is the gig, man.
Yeah, it is. It's cool. We try to make it comfortable.
Shout out to our boy Todd Williams for coming up most of this design here for us.
Todd and Matt Major as well.
Matt, yep.
They did a good job designing this, and we need a bigger TV so we could see stuff because at
all right.
we're getting
It's all
older,
right.
so you can't really see when there's stuff to watch. You can't really watch it. From
Well,
this
we
distance,
had
but-
one, but then it went down at Modown. Then all the rain kind of crashed off the wall.
Yeah, that was rough, but what are you gonna do? But yes, thank you, man. But your old digs have turned into a beautiful compound over there in the Harbor Point at Rozier.
Yeah,
They got
you
a
see what they're
whole
doing?
Beautiful studio over there.
And they're working on something out there right now. I guess for the what the truck in the summer, they're going to pull out into a whole new venue.
Oh,
you
good.
see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're doing good over there. They got a nice little piece of land over there. Mm-hmm. It's good. I'm glad they put that land
Water
to
on
use.
both sides. I have told them from the very start, you need slides and a board.
Slides in a board. Watch clothes.
Swimming, man.
I got you.
In the barge?
And wash clothes. I guess that's the way you could do it. The Mohawk River on one side and
The Barge Canal on the other.
I don't know which one I'd want to go swimming in,
I
but
don't know.
You come out with a couple mutations on your back or something.
it'd be like The
that.
Simpsons with a three-eyed fish.
Yeah, right. But I like how
That's the canal side.
that whole area is starting to blow up a little bit. You see how fast
It's
that
coming out nice.
Kentucky Fried Chicken's up already?
Right.
It's like
That's
up
going to
and
be the
rolling
tallest Kentucky Fried Chicken on the East Coast. Tallest? You see how high they've got it built up? Yeah.
already. It's raised right up. He's right.
I'm a little surprised they didn't go with the combo. Since they got the Taco Bell right there. How they get the Taco Bell KFC combo.
Right,
I'm surprised they didn't
right.
just do that. I like it better that way.
I don't know.
There's a lot of
You
action.
got to
going
see
on.
it though, chicken. The KFC's way up high, higher than anything else in the whole block.
He's right.
And then the Taco Bell's down below.
They
don't
raised
know.
it high. I don't know why.
I think the KFC
Water,
will do well over there.
Water flooding. It's got to be
Flooding?
flooding.
Oh yeah, it floods over
Global
there.
warming.
Yeah, no, there's no such thing as global warming. What do you mean global warming? It's 70 degrees outside right now. No, it's not that. But tomorrow's supposed to be beautiful, right?
I hope so.
I think tomorrow's supposed to be like
Is it?
60 degrees. Yeah,
I woke up with a whole bunch of snow in my car today.
I saw that. Actually, you're
Oh
like
yeah,
the
it's
only
not
one.
going away at this point.
No.
All the people listening from Las Vegas,
Yeah.
eat your heart out.
They're like better than us. That's what they're saying right now. Frank Elias in the house from Utica Coffee Roasters. WakeTheHellUp.com is the name of the website that you could check out to buy some delicious Utica coffee. And how many flavors you got total?
Oh, man. Again, of the single origin, probably 15 anytime.
Yeah.
And then with the flavored coffee that we've got, double it.
Double it.
Times 2.
Yeah.
Check out our website. See what we offer. We're a really good company, really good coffee. We're very proud of the quality coffee that we bring in. And check it out.
Have you noticed the orders from Las Vegas actually lately? Because those are my cousins ordering all the cannoli coffee.
Oh, that's awesome. That's good.
She posted a picture the other day about it, my cousin. She was like, I just got my shipment in the mail. Like, good. Nice.
Nice.
And then I saw you at the gym like the next day. It was like, this has to happen.
Mm-hmm. It's meant to be.
Yeah.
When those paths cross, it's like, all right, there's a reason.
It's a sign. It is a sign. We had Heather on. Your girlfriend was on.
How'd she do?
When was that?
It was over the summer, wasn't it?
Was it over the summer?
Yeah.
She did great.
Yeah, she's good.
Heather's awesome, man.
Yeah.
She's good people. I've known her forever. Her parents
awesome.
still live behind me. So I've known Heather since we were little kids. And yeah, she put a little foot in your butt, huh?
She's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my best half, I've got to say.
You're the bad half?
Yeah, I'm the bad half. The less fortunate half.
But is she pretty much in charge of running the coffee shop? And
You know what? We play off of one another.
Yeah.
She knows where I'm best. I know where she's best.
Mm-hmm.
And we work with each other and support each other. So both of us are successful. It's all good. It's a good team. Good team we got.
She's a hustler, man.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
hustles.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have good give and take when you do a business. You got to have somebody, be able to
And
work
imagine
with them.
doing it with your wife.
I know.
Right?
Right. Wait, you're married?
Even on a bet now.
Okay,
But
might as well be.
You're right.
Right.
When you work the whole day, live the whole day together, it can be challenging. It can be. There's a lot of benefits to it though too.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, I'm sure you get your Frank time too, though, right?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. It's important to
all the
have your
time.
separation time.
I
too.
disappear.
Right.
Yeah. It's all good.
I see him disappear at Planet Fitness.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good spot to.
Thanks for
disappear
covering
at.
for me, man.
No, seriously though. Chicken and I frequent that place all the time. In fact, he's down like 65 pounds.
Nice.
He was 290.
Nice.
Now he's down to 235.
What works best for you?
Just not even thinking about it. Just going to the gym and doing it. I do everything, different body part every day.
Yep.
And then take the weekends off. And, I just keep consistent with it.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started doing it, I'm like, man, this sucks. I mean, I was fat.
It takes a while to get going.
Yeah. And then you're kind of man, I'm doing all this. I can't see it. And then after a while, the first time I noticed I actually lost some weight was I went to go sit in a booth at a Tony's Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And I never could really fit in a booth right. I was always right up against it. And I'm like, holy cow, I got room in here. Holy shit, I must have done something right, And then it kind of just re-energizes you.
Wasn't too much room when you left, was it?
Well, you stay physically fit, Frank.
I have my moments, sure.
Have you been always into the working out regimen, or is it something
actually,
you've developed
I
as
had
you got
been.
older?
In fact, I had been more than I even am now.
Yeah.
But you know what? As you get older, you get slower. You get different priorities, and
Yeah.
you know how it is. You got to take care of those priorities too.
Yep.
Yeah, I make it a priority now. Now, the older that I get, I have to make it a priority. You gotta check on that health. When the doctor's laughing at you and being like, "Dude, you're a joke, dude," I'm like, "Okay, I gotta go to the gym. Take care of my health." But it's important.
When they're like, "You haven't had a heart attack yet?"
Yeah, right.
I'm like, no, not yet.
No, not yet.
Yeah, it's coming. All right, well, better hit the gym then.
Yeah, it's important to keep your health and your regimen. You feel it too, right?
Oh, sure.
Sure. You feel better about yourself when you go to the gym and you get your workout in.
Oh, you feel so much better.
Yeah, I feel like you
But getting
accomplished
there is
something.
always the challenge, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I want to try?
What's up?
Yoga. I want to get into that.
It's funny. I've
Right?
heard a lot of people, really praise yoga, and I think amongst men, it gets this negative connotation for some reason. But then now you're starting to see a lot of men getting into yoga.
And that's what Heather had said to me. We were talking about it today, actually, and she said, you got to find a yoga that it's not all women. And then, we had some discussion at work at whether that was good or bad.
Right, I was going to say, if I want to see a downward dog, I might want to see it from a woman.
So you want to be in the back of the room, don't you?
True.
I don't want to see Z in front of me doing a downward dog.
Definitely not. You don't want this ass in your face, that's for sure. No, but yoga is really popular amongst women. But the chicken, what I wanted to tell you, though, you're looking for a nice girl, you can find them in the yoga studios.
There you go.
I'm telling you, man.
But will I have to be vegan?
Not all yoga people
Chicken
are.
will go to the back of the room.
Right?
Maybe to the side, chicken, if you want to pick up your girl.
You have to like look, you're the weird guy in the back corner.
Yeah, you're the creepy old guy with the chin strap.
Why is he wearing a raincoat?
There's many different types of yoga now. You notice there's beer yoga now? Have you seen that?
And
No.
there's like hot yoga.
Do tell, what is beer yoga?
Beer yoga, like you're actually holding a pint of beer, stretching and stuff, and then
Right.
the reward is the sip. Seriously,
right.
you know.
By the time you're done, if
be
you can,
warm.
if you can be straight out, you're good.
There's laughter yoga. Have you heard of laughter yoga?
Yeah.
That's done by my good friend Dave Berman. He's actually healing the world one laughter at a time.
All right.
And so they do these crazy exercises where
Nice. How do you do it?
I can show you.
All right.
I can show you.
Actually, go for it.
They do these crazy exercises. It's not really so much stretching though. It's more of a laughter, mind, gut type of thing. Because when you laugh,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
contracting
yeah.
your stomach muscles.
Yeah, I see it. I can see how it could be.
So they do these stupid little things like, we're going to be a bartender. I'm going to serve you a drink, right?
Mm-hmm,
So I'm going to pour you a drink, and then shake it up. And when I'm shaking, I'm you start laughing. And when somebody laughs, it's contagious. It goes kind of around the room. But then you pour the drink, and it's all kind of like play, like a cosplay type of thing, or like a charade.
And along the way, you have no choice but to laugh.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. It is kind of funny. LaughterYoga.com. You can check that out on the World Wide Web.
Now, doesn't Dallas Page do something?
DDP does his thing. He actually invented his own style of yoga. Dimas Delapage, the old wrestler, the old WWE guy. He invented his just for more of the older guy type of thing for the older wrestlers. And if you notice, some of these old wrestlers are getting back into wrestling, and it's all because of Diamond Dallas Page. He's got these guys stretching out in great tip-top shape now. It's like Chris Jericho's like 46 years old. He's still killing it in wrestling.
I heard it's
right
great for like people with bad backs.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. And it's
Wrestling?
No. Yeah, it's great for it. Yeah.
it's very low impact. They call it low impact type of yoga. So that he developed it for like old dudes, kind of like for us type of thing.
Sure.
Then there's Pound. Have you ever seen Pound? No.
How do you know so much about yoga? you got your notes over there? I know we're going to talk about yoga today.
Yeah, I know all this yoga stuff, but you think I'd go out and actually do it. But
Right.
That doesn't happen. So Pound is when they actually give you drumsticks. And you play along to the music, so you're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you pound on the floors, and you kind of go to the music. 1.
Oh, I could see that.
That's what
It's actually kind of fun.
Shannon did.
Shannon Enders does that. Yeah, she's very good at it. There's just so many different. And then of course there's Zumba and that kind of stuff too.
Zumba.
Zumba.
That's more of an aerobics thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't know what Zumba is.
I think like yoga.
You do. You just don't want to admit it.
All these Pilates, Zumba. I don't know what any of these things are.
They're all related. It's all
cousins.
health and fitness. Yeah, Pilates. That's a.
I don't know what the fuck
See,
Pilates is. Or,
that's kind of like stretching
or
too.
spin class. Or
Spin class is like on bikes.
Oh, it's on bikes.
That's on. You're on stationary bikes,
Oh, we should just call it riding a bike.
or you can do that. But it's more spin class is like. There is like a drill instructor in front of you telling
That's
you, all right,
right.
pedal,
That's right.
pedal. All right, now you slow
Yep.
down. And so
I can't believe they haven't come out with a virtual reality spin class yet.
I'm sure they have.
Oh, man. What,
There's
you want to
gotta
go to
be.
that?
Probably.
Think about it.
So you mean you wear the VR masks and everything?
Yeah, while you're in spin class, right?
Well, now they got pole dancing classes. They got pole dancing classes.
Oh, think about a pole dancing class while you're riding a bike.
You just got to take the seat off.
Hilarious. Pole dancing, you'd be surprised. That's a good workout, though.
Yeah.
I've seen some of these girls on the pole dancing, and they're in good shape. You try to hold yourself up sideways and make yourself perpendicular
Yeah,
with,
I fell
with,
right
with
down.
the bar.
It was bad.
Did you?
You did it. Of course you did.
I used too much cocoa butter in my legs. It was bad.
You broke the I-beam from the
Was that before or after you lost 90 pounds?
It was before.
It's when he was 300.
That's when I used to sweat bacon.
You still do, pal. Don't kid yourself at all. You still smell like bacon.
Smell like bacon.
You sweat like bacon, and I sweat garlic and onions all the time. So
Great.
Frank,
Smell like a gym bra.
And I'm coffee.
Yeah, and you smell like
We smell like breakfast. All right.
What did you bring me? What is this? This is
Dude,
this...
I knew you weren't a big coffee drinker. So
Well, I am
brought you
actually.
I brought you down some tea.
Oh, this
I
is
brought you
great.
down the yerba mate.
I stole it.
Right? Good.
I
All
love
good.
it. I actually do like coffee. I love your coffee. But what I do is I go through my phases. Like what I do is I buy like 3 pounds of yerba mate online. I get it from the website from
Yeah,
Argentina.
what did you give me here? Because I
called-
want to try this out.
You're gonna love it.
Just don't get pulled over when you got it in your car.
Yo, you got any papes?
I wouldn't try smoking.
I was gonna say, let's get some rolling paper, man. Let's see what this stuff's about.
No, it'd probably give you a headache. Actually, I'm surprised we've never tried that.
I am too.
Anyways, I go through my phases. I will get 3 pounds at a time.
Right?
And go through it because usually by the time
And
the
where do you
third
get it
pound is
from?
up- I get it right from Argentina, right off the website. It's like $7 a pound. It's cheap.
All good.
Cruz de Mate
All right.
is what it's called, or de Malta.
Color bag.
It's red and white.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got
it's
it.
red and white.
Yep.
I'll show you. I'll send you a picture. And I get that, but after it's done, after the 3 pounds is done,
Right.
then I switch to coffee. But coffee to me, when I've taken a break from it, it's awesome again.
Sure.
You know, it's like you go back to it. It gives you that little pep in your step that you need when you drink coffee.
It's a
and
different kind of caffeine high, isn't it?
Yes.
Completely.
It's the same with yerba mate too. That's a different,
Oh
different
yeah.
kind of buzz.
Oh sure. But it is a different caffeine high.
yeah.
You know.
With your stuff. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you're not talking Dunkin' Donuts here.
No.
Like, this isn't Dunkin' Donuts
No.
coffee. This is real deal. Like, he puts love into his roasting.
You know what we got coming out after the first of the year is Wake the Hell Up. You know how you've seen the K-Cups, Wake the Hell Up?
Yeah.
Right? WakeTheHellUp.com. That was an ultra caffeinated coffee that we blended and put into K-Cups. And now we're coming out with that Wake the Hell Up coffee in whole bean and ground.
Oh, cool.
And right after the first of the year, we've never had it in bags before, but we're coming out with it.
Now, is that the only K-Cup you have is just the
ultra caffeinated.
the ultra caffeinated?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no flavors or anything?
There are flavors.
Okay.
There are flavors, but it's all ultra caffeinated.
I got you.
Wake the Hell Up.
Which is my
.com.
favorite kind right there.
There's no other way we should do it when you are WakeTheHellUp.com.
Yeah. How'd you get the slogan? Just one day did you just wake the hell up?
Oh, see,
It came to
it
you?
was a whole process.
I can imagine.
It was a process. And basically, you sat in a room like this with a piece of paper and a pen, and you and your buddies would be partying, hanging out, and just throwing down names, thoughts, slogans that you could see that would be cool and supportive of what you wanted to be in this case. And we had a whole bunch of them that we threw out there, and we almost went with Make Morning Your Bitch.
I love
I
it.
kind of like it.
MakeMorningYourBitch.com is.
You should still buy the website.
You know
don't
what?
we?
And we so we threw it out there to a couple people, and I still remember this one woman. We told her make morning your bitch, and it didn't go over well, and I just was like, all right, we got to change it. Next day, I was like, all right, it's got to go. Like a punch in the face was another one. We had a whole bunch of them. We threw them down. 100, right? And it came down to Wake the Hell Up, and that's what we went with. We had to tone it down.
That's toned down. I love it.
Instead of make morning your bitch.
I like that.
I do too.
If we ever do anything, we're going to use that here.
Oh, absolutely. Go for it. I'm sure the
Make morning
URL is
your
still
bitch.
available. Watch, somebody out in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. It's gone. The guy from Jersey stole it. MakeMorningYourBitch.com. It's good stuff.
Do a
though,
search.
man.
Is it
Do
is
a
it live?
Is it live? I don't know. Hey, why don't you do a search? I could always do a search right here if I can ever.
It's funny. I'm watching over here on Twitch, and you two are live, and I'm frozen.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like try giving the yerba mate over here. I'm like, man, we're really
Oh,
delayed.
you got me on camera somewhere?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really? Where am I? Where are you? Do you be it? Is that it right there?
That's it, man.
No, shh.
Right here, Frank.
I see it. Now I see it.
There
You're
you
right.
are.
You're
See,
right.
you didn't even know.
There we go.
Yeah,
We're live
there we
on
go.
Twitch and YouTube.
Got
Yes,
it.
We got anybody out there checking in?
We did earlier. Nobody's
Lost 'em.
chimed in yet. but-
Probably. I'm trying to find Make Morning Your Bitch.
.com.
Your bitch. This is great.
Is it?
No, I'm not there yet. I'm a slow typer.
I just had a friend that she just
What
our
do you-
friend
what do
Kate just said she listens when she crochets.
Oh, thanks, Kate.
Hey, Kate.
Thank
Where's
you very
Kate from?
She's originally from Fonda.
Oh, yeah, that's my old bartender
Yes.
at DEC, actually. Yes.
Yes.
Hi, Kate. We love you, Kate. Hey, Make
Crochet.
Morning...
Is that what they do in Fonda?
It's better than math.
I was up all night crocheting.
I just looked it up, and Make Morning Your Bitch is not a URL out there.
Take it. Take
yeah,
it,
we
Z.
got to take it. Imagine if you rolled with that one. I don't know how it would have went over.
I'm sure my customer base wouldn't be of the female persuasion. It would probably be biker gangs out of
On a Fonda.
right.
Yeah, but now I don't know. It's weird because nowadays you got girls walking around with shirts saying "bitch" right on their shirt. you know?
Right.
Well, you know what, though? For
Still,
marketing...
you're not going to give that,
No.
that shirt to your mother for Christmas.
I might. You know?
But for T-shirts and merchandise, that'd be a great T-shirt. Make
Yeah.
Morning Your Bitch right on the back
could
side
be,
of it.
right?
Yeah, that'd be a
Right.
great T-shirt. You should roll with that.
Nah, I'm
Wake
good
the
right
hell
now.
up.
I'm good right now.
He's like, the wake the hell up's going good. We're gonna leave it right there.
Speaking of merchandise, so you have a bunch of merchandise, right?
Oh
Still?
yeah,
T-shirts.
Yeah, you know
hats.
what? See, that's almost like a fun part of the business because you're able to come up with slogans like this,
Right.
Or pictures like the "Wake the Hell Up" rooster. You know what? Cityscapes. It's all being creative in what you're doing is always fun, and it's important for your business and the connections that you make with other businesses. You know, you got it. You got Disruption Network. Tell me that's not sharp, right?
The banner.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We handed out a few D stickers too somewhere.
So it's the creative piece of it, and you're all about the creative piece. Look what you're doing. How many screens you got in front of you?
Well, you got a couple.
Oh, yeah,
I
you do.
don't know which one's on
You
and
got
which
it.
one
1,
isn't.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He looks like traffic control,
Bam!
doesn't he?
Right. But there's no cameras to the outside.
No.
No.
No, not yet.
Yeah, this place is totally secured.
Tom Borgia from Atlanta checking in. He says he wakes the hell up every morning in Hotlanta, but he preferred to make morning your bitch. I got you.
All right.
Prefer to make morning your bitch. So yes, he's actually one of your faithful. He
Thank
loves
you,
your
Tommy.
coffee. He's out
Thank
there
you,
doing
Tommy.
this thing. He's a transient Utican down there in Atlanta. So.
A lot of good
Oh, he's a
people.
woman now?
Huh?
He's a woman now?
That's Rick's best day.
A lot of good people from the Utica area out there listening to the show, aren't there?
Always.
Oh,
yeah.
We get a lot of people that have transported from Utica to the outside.
Right?
It's
Where's
great
the
way-
craziest place you've known of someone from this area to go off to?
Like a caller from here. We
Yeah.
had a caller from the UK check in that was big fans of Glen Street, the local band Glen Street.
Right.
And they called in from the UK, from England.
We had a guy give us
Amazing.
a gift bag from Iceland.
Oh yeah, Iceland Mike too.
Nice.
All these gifts are actually from him, from Iceland. So yeah, we've got a lot of weird little pockets that people listen to us.
Z sold one of his songs. Remember you played
Oh yeah.
And how you doing?
Milky
How you
Way booty.
connecting? How are we connected to these people right now?
Power of the internet, man.
It's all internet.
Yep, like over 1,000 people have our phone app.
Nice.
And it hasn't even been a year old. On top of YouTube and Twitch. Twitch is the new hot thing right now.
Right.
A social media platform. It started off as like a gamer channel. Where
Right.
you watch each other play
Right,
video
right,
games.
right.
It's turned into more of a
What is
talk show thing.
Twitch.com?
Twitch.com. Yeah, and then YouTube, of course, and Facebook, and all the social
Right?
media
How's Twitch
platforms.
different?
How do you figure it's different, Chicken? I kind of think it's almost the same, but it's different. I mean, like, you can actually donate money.
Yeah.
There's a way you can donate money to the cause.
This is subscriptions to join to be on Twitch. Honestly, I really don't know a lot about it yet. I haven't really messed around with it too much, but
We're kind of new to this whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
But like Farda and Major, they're really tapped with all this stuff, and they're like, "Oh, we're blowing up on Twitch. We got to get on Twitch." And I'm like, "What the hell's a Twitch?"
I think what's better is
That's what you do.
got a
after you're-
twitch in my shoulder.
You're right, somebody's social media sites. I started the Twitch. We got to have another one. Twitch.
I think it's better than YouTube because it's easier to find the live content. I think because it's all in one area. Like whereas like YouTube, you got tons of videos and you got to really search what you're looking for. Whereas Twitch is like more of a specific
Right.
towards that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm still learning it. This is kind of cool.
Me too.
And it's cool that when you end up talking to people from all over the
Are
country.
we broadcasting on Twitch?
Yes, we
right
are.
now.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah. We're on Twitch right now and YouTube, of course.
Right.
Yeah, we're doing our thing. We're all over the place, believe it or not.
We definitely are. We're spreading our D everywhere.
So the YouTube thing, the YouTube thing is something that I'm always on. What are you under? Disruption
Networks. Yep,
All right.
Disruption Networks.
When's this going to be up for replay?
Well, right now we're live.
Nice.
And as soon as we're done, what I do is I clip it, put it all nice, clip the video up a little bit, and put the show notes in there, and it's up. I mean, I usually have it up and out within a half hour after the show.
Very good.
And that's podcast and video as well, and that all just lives on demand at disruptionnetworks.com.
Tend to do a little bit more with the podcast,
Yeah.
because people can download it and listen at their leisure. So if you're going on a
Sure.
long trip somewhere and you're worried about your internet, people go on their Wi-Fi, download a couple shows, and then they can listen to it whenever they want.
We wouldn't have to worry about the Wi-Fi.
And you guys can take this all on the road, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have a trailer all ready to go.
Nice.
All ready to go. I just got to decorate it.
Yeah, over the summer we did even starting in the wintertime, we did a lot of events. Yep.
Really?
Everything from Mowdown, St. Patty's Day, Boilermaker,
Adirondack
Nice.
Barbecue Fest, a lot of places.
Been all over. Trying to keep it in the community, too.
That was always
Bounce
my
around.
big thing. Like, even when I come from radio and TV, and I've always been big into being out in the street, where people can see you, where we can meet people. I think that's what's missing from a lot of corporate radio right now is they're not at the street level. They're not meeting their fans, they're not meeting their listeners. So I think that's where
This is really creative. Being in radio for 3.5 years, this is a totally different way of getting the word out, getting to the airwaves.
At first,
Very sharp.
I kind of try to stay away from the whole radio moniker. I like to call it podcasting and stuff because you can listen to it at your own leisure, and that's the beauty of like the new media.
Right.
You can listen to it whenever the hell you want.
Is everyone going to be a broadcaster though? At this rate,
Oh, there is.
just like everyone's a photographer now, right?
and a model.
Everyone, right. Everyone's a photographer and a model. Will everyone become their own network?
I think a lot of people are doing their individual podcasts. Not everyone's doing a whole network. I think they're just some people you'll see like doing out of their bedroom and things like that, which is fine. It's just people getting out there and putting out their creativity. And we're discovering new shows all the time. I mean, we got Sean Raz that comes on right after this show. He's based out of right around the Tampa area,
Port Charlotte, Florida. Yep.
and he does like a conspiracy-based show, which is
Aliens and chemtrails.
yeah.
Now, Z, you've always been in this arena, and you know a lot of people. Who have you had on that like?
Well, we've done a lot of local celebrities. I've had every local celebrity possible on here, from Leon Etienne to we've talked to Aaron Hamlin, Keeler. We've talked to all them, but I've also had a lot of musicians. I try to keep EC Radio to music
And
based.
I can see you going that direction, sure.
And we just recently talked to Corey Glover from Living Color.
Very good.
Cult of Personality.
We had the mayor in here.
We had the mayor in here.
We did his mayor cleanup team. We did. We spent a whole day out in 90-degree heat cleaning up Utica, and then we marched him right in here. He came right on air with us.
All good. Down James Street. They come down James Street.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
that was crazy. We had a comedian in here, and you for the other show, for Phil and Matt's show, and you see that we brought in like cops. And they had a whole news crew with them, and the mayor comes in. He's just like, "I'm out of here." Took off.
That's hilarious. Brian Quinn's been on here.
Yeah.
We've had pretty much every local band in Utica on here.
Pretty
Nice.
much, yeah.
Now you got to get that trailer on the road.
Yeah.
Take this on the road.
Yeah, I know. I want to
Right?
park it right next to your trailer or your food truck that you
Hey,
have.
let's do it. Can you? It makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Where you want to go?
Yeah, wherever
I
you
want to go
want.
somewhere good. Sure.
Somewhere that's warm. Well, that's what we want to do, too, is we want to take this on the road because we have listeners from, like, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, all the way down the coast, all the way to Florida. And we want to stop and visit these guys along the way.
Hell
Take
yeah.
a day here in Charleston, take a day in Atlanta, take a couple days in Tampa.
We have to stop at Jersey Shore for that pool party.
Yeah, we've been invited to pool parties. So, we want to take it on the road and just kind of go on the road like a band. It'd be a lot of fun.
Sure.
You know?
Do it.
Yeah.
It's not new territory for you.
You have your coffee truck, though.
We do.
Right? Like you don't really want to call it a food truck, right? Do you serve food
it's
on that
coffee
thing?
truck.
Yeah,
No food.
It's a
No
coffee
food.
truck.
Just coffee.
It's just coffee,
coffee.
espresso, any of that, or
Oh yeah, lattes,
lattes?
Oh,
So you have a full menu.
iced, hot. Sure.
Do
Sure.
you just-
Everything we do in the cafe, we can do on that truck. exclusive of food, no food.
Do you use that like just for like events, or do you like
Events.
I was gonna say because there's some places you could probably just park it like a construction site and you'll probably make a fortune just parking it right out there.
And you can, but we haven't figured it out yet. We've had it for a year, and it's event driven, but we haven't really figured out, it's niche yet.
Yeah.
I'm thinking in this upcoming year we will. We really never ran a food truck or coffee truck before, so learning, how, who, what, why, where, when, how much was a big learning curve this past year.
A lot of maintenance too.
Yeah, well, it caught fire.
Did it really?
It caught fire.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the lift gate. There's a lift gate in the back, and somehow that lift gate wire got pinched up against the metal. It arced. Went up in flames. Wake the hell up.
You're on fire.
It's a good way to wake up. Man, that's horrible though.
Well, yeah, you know what? And it always happens at the worst time.
Yeah.
At night, when it's raining. We didn't get rain for pretty much the later half of this past summer.
All of September.
Except in one night, the thing caught on fire. Who knows? Maybe that helped it arc. I don't know. But it did.
Is it up and running now?
Oh yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Does it have a lift gate?
It does have a lift gate, and that's right. It did catch on fire, but hey, we fixed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The food truck is where it's at. Remember when there was no food trucks, and now there's they're having wars over it now.
I don't know, Z. Jury's still out on that one.
Really?
Yeah, food trucks are real hard work.
Yeah,
intense.
it is.
Think about it. These guys who are slinging meat, slinging burgers, whatever they're doing, they've got to put 2-3 hours work in prior to going out to the event. The event is usually short in comparison, and then they got to break down afterwards. A lot of work.
A lot less overhead.
A lot less overhead.
You know what I mean? So like if you get made all those burgers in advance and like nobody shows up your place.
Direct overhead, but the gas is expensive. The coffee truck catches on fire. Those things bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when you've got a storefront, right? Here's your storefront. Bad things aren't going to happen to it because you're right here.
Do you sell bags of coffee out of the truck, or do you just sell serve?
Whatever we do in that cafe, we can do out of that truck.
Nice.
Yeah, the espresso machine, one heck of an energy hog.
Is it?
Yeah, we put a 13,500 kilowatt generator in there to run this thing because we're generating so much power.
Is it inside the truck, or do you have to put it on the outside?
We had
of the truck?
You know what? I got to give Rolling Star Manufacturing a real big plug for this.
Do it.
Because that we moved the gas tank. We put in 80 gallons of fresh water, 40 gallons of gray waste. They reconfigured this whole thing. They made this truck look sharp.
Yeah, it does.
And you know what? It's another local company, Rolling Star Manufacturing out of Barneville, just up Route 12.
Nice.
They did us proud, and they sure as heck do themselves proud by the quality of work they do.
I imagine it's got to be heavy though when you're traveling down the road. You got all that water.
Heavy.
It's got to be. You just said 40 gallons of water.
Spring upgrade.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, spring upgrade. It's those things you find out, as you get into this, and you say, "Hey, low overhead." Okay, surprise. You didn't plan on that, but hey, you're going to do it.
Always a learning curve though.
Oh, it's a learning curve. So this past year was a learning curve. Yeah. This upcoming year, sure, let's do some things together. I can see how it works.
I missed you guys so much at the fair this year, man. You have no idea. Because I was working on the production at the fair, and it just going, and of course I had to get coffee every day over there, and it's just like it broke my heart that you guys weren't there.
Can I make a request?
Years.
What's that?
Can you be out in front of O'Donnell's on St. Patty's Day?
Not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
And wake the sober the hell up.
Right. Wake the hell up.
That's where we broadcast from on St. Patty's Day. Right at O'Donnell's Pub. So, yeah, if we had coffee there, it'd be perfect.
That morning, I know.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea at all.
Right out there.
Right.
You could sell it just to the cops that are hanging out up front.
I'll hook you up with a percolator. You guys kick ass down there, right? Right? Keep you warm, keep you moving. It's the best way to get a gas. Come on over, have a cup of coffee. Sit down. Sure.
Percolator.
Wake the hell up.
Right? Right?
I like the percolator idea.
Get some ideas going here.
I love it. Yeah, another
I'm just trying to hook us up with some coffee.
another on-air meeting. It seems like this happens a lot.
Yes,
have a
we
lot
do
of
it at
first
home.
on-air meetings. You know?
Sometimes when our best brainstorms come about, you know.
Yeah, until the guy from New Jersey steals our idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
It usually happens.
True.
It usually happens. Do you have plans with the coffee truck to be out anytime soon, or
No,
are you just going to wait
winter.
till
It's winter. It's
Yeah.
down. That water would freeze
Mm-hmm.
if that truck was not moving. And northeast weather, wintertime, ain't no way that's not going to freeze up. You know, think about it. And it's really close to the ground, so it's not going to take long for it to freeze up.
Okay, so you drained it and
Oh, hell yeah.
yeah, just
It's
Winterize it and
park
yeah,
it. No, it's smart. No, smart, but it's a great truck though.
So April, May. In fact, I think in April we're going to be at I want to say it's Hudson Valley Coffee Festival, something like that. Yeah. So I think it's the first year they're doing something like that, and we're gonna be down there for that.
On the average, how many of those festivals do you do a year?
This is one we're going to present, so we're going to be part of the event, giving away coffee.
Oh, cool.
The other events that we attend, 5, 6 a year, as many as you possibly can. It's all good.
Yeah.
You always learn things when you do go to those. And I encourage the people that work with us to go too. So they go too.
do I dare ask this question?
I don't know. What is it?
How do you feel about the hospital coming in?
I don't know.
Here we go. Well, don't
And,
you serve all your
don't put
coffee
me
at
on
the
that
hospitals?
one.
And I was just
Yeah,
going to ask
we
you,
do.
are you in the hospitals currently?
Yeah, and here's my thing on that. At this point in time, do it and do it well and be very successful.
Thank you. Yes, I agree.
And that's the perspective I think that we should all have in this community. Just get it done.
It's time to move.
Let's be
move
successful.
forward. Yes,
Don't hold me back.
exactly.
And there was debate. There has been debate. There will continue to be debate. But you've gotta. Okay, are you better off doing a positive thing like this or not? And if not this, then what?
Right.
And if you really don't have a plan, then go with plan A. You know.
Especially when they're going to give you that amount of money to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, envision what it could be right now, right? Put those plans in your head, and then also put in your head coming down Oriskany Boulevard from Whitesboro into the city, and the skyline, what it would look like, the whole image of the city could and it's going to change.
And
at
it's
this
already
point.
has with the new construction they did with the
At this point, it's going
12
to change.
and-
Yeah. So, you know what? Do something.
Time
Just
to-
be successful
yes.
at something, right?
Let's get on, move on, and like see what happens. I'm all for that.
A lot
you
of
know?
times you can debate A and B, and one could be better than the other. But if you're not going to move forward with it,
And if you're only
B
gonna,
is a better plan, man. Then go with it.
and if you're only going to do what you've always done, which
Succeed
you've
at
always done
something.
hasn't worked, it's time to try something new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That whole area. I mean, not.
So what do you guys think? You
I'm for it.
I'm all for
I'm
it.
for
Yeah.
it.
I mean, it's changed. I mean, what are you going to do with the Norm Seekin building that's been sitting there dilapidated
Yeah.
forever?
Nobody's coming into that.
Nobody's coming in. No one's going to buy that up. But, you know, there are some businesses that are going to be either relocated or have to shut it down. And I feel bad for them, you know, but there
It's
is plans
progress.
to relocate
Right.
these people, right?
I don't know what those plans are.
Was it like falling?
It's going to be really. I don't think that's going to be an easy task. It's hard for a business to rethink their footprint and go somewhere else. That's just not a simple thing.
True.
Especially when you're not necessarily in the financial position to do it in the first place. That's a really tough thing. So
Aren't they all going to get bought out, though? You would think they would, right?
nah,
You're taking
Some sort of
I don't-
compensation,
I
you know.
I don't know about that. Bought out by who? Right?
I would think the MV health system would actually try to give you a couple bucks for, you know, knocking you out of business here.
Well, it's how much are they allowing? How much money is the state giving?
It's like
I see,
350 million, right?
Yeah, but that's going to go to the. I don't. These are good questions, but
'Cause
I
I'm
think
wondering
that's
if
going
part
to
of-
the hospital.
That's just going to hospital. Or is
Yeah,
that part
I-
of like the whole?
I think there's going to. It's a whole different scope of things in terms of relocating,
Because I think it would cause
or
about
moving, or
probably about like I don't know, $1,500 to knock down half that block right there.
$1,500.
I mean, you just like push a beam and half of it's gonna fall down.
Well, yeah. Bye teasers, right?
Yeah.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow teasers down.
Jesus, a strong windstorm.
I think that's been tried.
There's been a lot of blowing going there. It's just like that whole area. I mean, not the whole entire area, but that big chunk of that area where they're proposing it. There's not a lot there, so it's not like you're really gonna lose a lot. So I just feel like if they're gonna put something down there, like a big hospital,
Sure.
and the
infrastructure is going to change and be helped a lot.
and these hospitals
Right.
around here, I need a GPS app just to get around these freaking hospitals.
Yeah, you know what? And I keep on going back to you got to be successful at something, and I think our area needs a real big successful win.
Yes,
And this could be a total image shift.
absolutely.
You know, I debate it with me or not, but the nano thing really hasn't panned out like
No.
you know, people would say. But so if not that, then you know something else has got to be big and successful. You would hope. And
Right.
Who knows?
We got to keep trying to do different things. I mean, we can't just keep doing the same old, and expect things to be changed. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we're just all of a sudden going to have new jobs. Well, you got to change in order to get these new jobs created.
It's coming, though, slowly but surely.
Oh,
It'll
sure
all
it is.
be here.
You've seen where it's come.
Oh, yeah.
Think about it, man.
It couldn't get any worse than where
Old
we're at.
EC, holy cow!
It was
right,
bad,
Varick
yeah.
Street back in the day.
Yeah.
Right.
It was
vacancy,
bad.
vacancy.
Burned
Z.
down building. Yeah. Yeah, right.
That's basically what it was, too, for a long time.
But the other thing, too, is if the hospital, when it does become built and erected and everything, I said erected, chicken, you're going to have pockets. You're going to have your Varick Street pocket for your entertainment district, and then you're going to have your hospital pocket, your
Yeah.
sports entertainment, and it's all within a
You know
3
what's
or 4
cool
block
about
radius.
it?
you know?
What I see as a cool thing about it is every one of those are going to be connected by bike paths or with better ways of transportation. And I'm hoping a real nice connectivity as a part of all of this.
Plus, you got the police station right there, right next to the hospital.
We talk about that trolley earlier,
Yeah.
you know. Think about it, right? Now
Yeah.
it's not kind of connected. It could be connected.
Good point.
You just can't
Great
call it
point.
a bus.
No, not a bus.
No, it's a trolley.
It's a trolley.
Right.
You got to make it a trolley. I think you got to make it kind of cool and unique. I'm a big fan of like putting a brick back onto Varick Street. Make this the actual road
Cobblestone?
the cobblestone or whatever it is. Like, got to make it unique. Kind of like give it a
Sure
little
you do.
different look
It's
than the rest of the city.
Its own neighborhood.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I think it would look cool. I think it'd be more inviting.
Your car's not going to like it.
No, but I mean, what are you doing when you're driving on? You're doing like
Well, you know what's
20.
going to happen next. It's closed off to vehicular traffic.
Yeah, they
It's
tried. They were
pedestrian
going to
only.
try that before, but there's just no parking around there whatsoever.
That's the biggest problem. They definitely need more parking in the city.
They were going to try that at one time and just make it.
You're right.
Back in the
There's
day,
a lot
they-
of debate about that.
A lot of
right?
it. They actually tried
What
one
do you think
Saranac.
now? You think it'd work now?
Nah,
Still
'cause there's no
parking.
parking. People aren't going to be like, I'm not going to park, 5 blocks away to walk.
I would like to see him
Varick
do it on
Street.
Varick.
It's unfortunate, but it's true.
I would like to see him do it on Saranac
What if there was a
Thursdays.
trolley?
But there's trolley.
trolley.
Yeah, you're paying $3, of course.
If they put a parking garage somewhere close by or someplace where people can park, and then, let me guess, there's probably about 9,000 houses that could be knocked down that are basically
Oh,
empty.
absolutely.
But like if they blocked it off on just Saranac Thursdays, I think it would be a huge plus. I've worked on Saranac Thursday. I work
Yeah,
on
you know what? Yeah, and the bars I think would share in more of all that's going around too.
and it'd be a lot safer. I mean, I've seen people whipping down that road.
Yeah.
You know, they want to show
Right.
off on their motorcycles. They
Right.
want to show off in their cars, and they're
Right.
flying by. And I mean, there's such a huge police presence there anyway right now. I just think it would be a lot easier to maintain it when you got each road blocked off, and then like now you got police, and you can hire a bouncing group. Like a security.
right.
I just think on a Saranac Thursday it would work out a lot easier. Maybe not on every Friday, Saturday.
I think you ought to start another petition on this one. Right? We got 2 petitions
You got a
started on
couple.
this show.
Yeah, write those down.
Ring the bell.
Yes, ring the bell for jokes and good ideas.
See?
That's what it's for. Good zingers and good ideas.
I get them every once in a while.
Yeah,
Where'd you get that bell, man?
I think it came with the studio.
Stole it from his third grade teacher.
Now, Mr. Elias, will you pipe down? Ding, ding, ding.
Hello, can I get some help here?
You got a ruler over there?
No, we got those cards. Are those cards over there? Funny. It is funny, Chicken. I'm looking at your stream. You are frozen.
Yeah, I've been frozen for like the last hour.
How'd that happen?
I have no idea.
Me and Frank are.
I'm like, I hold the yerba mate can up there. I'm like, why isn't it? I'm like, man, we're in a wicked delay. Then I see you guys moving. I'm like, I haven't moved in a while.
I don't know why you're frozen. But those are the match cards that we have too. Part of the thing.
Yeah, Frank. If you want to, you can like watch us on your phone. You can go right to our app, and there's like watch live, and it'll take you right there. So anytime you want to check in on the show and you want to watch live, you can do it right from the app.
Absolutely. Let's take a break, and we'll come right back. Frank, you got a little time to hang, right?
Let's do it, man.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Take a break right now. DC Radio.
Thank you for calling the EC Radio Attitude Adjustment Line. Press 1 if you need a good slap in the mouth. Press 2 if you need a stern verbal lashing. Press 3 if you need a timeout. Press 4 to respond to the voices in your head. Press 5 if you need to talk to your mom. And if this is an actual emergency, please hang up and call someone who gives a shit.
We're back, baby. We're live on the D. DisruptionNetworks.com. Also, RazRadioLive.com. Big ups to our boy Sean Raz. Raz doing his thing. Let's see. I gotta
Pass the Raz.
Pass the Raz. Yeah, hang on. I thing got stuck here. Okay.
Am I still frozen? Yeah, I'm still frozen.
Always, bro. Always. We got some technical difficulties. But you know what? It would not be EC Radio without technical
Or a
difficulties.
Monday.
Nah, that's just your picture. We just have it up there. You're actually on location.
Chicken live on location.
Yeah, I'm out on the road.
Z and Chicken, we're hanging.
Where is chicken?
Where is Chicken? He's like Waldo.
Yeah. This time I don't have to be walking around in my underwear, though.
You've done that before.
Oh, yeah. I had a hitchhike in my underwear carrying a watermelon down Route 12.
Was that your Keeler days?
Yeah, it was my Keeler days. Yep.
Did anybody pick you up?
Picked up instantly.
See, now, come on. Why can't that be radio?
That is
right.
radio. That was
Right?
radio.
It should be.
Right.
Come on,
That's where I
man.
grew up. Like, that's how radio was for me back in the day. And I'm like, I was going
That's
out to
fun radio.
I was going out to Syracuse every day, and I was going through all the stations, and they're all doing the same crap, talking about the same stuff. And I'm like, man, what happened to morning radio? And it's gone now. They don't do the stunts. They don't go out in the street. They don't go hit the events.
Do they have laws against it? Why?
I think it's laziness. I
Right.
think it's laziness, and
You know what I think? I think the internet has made everybody lazy.
Like
Yeah.
the Jerky Boys. Wouldn't you like to call somebody up right now and say, hey, right?
Oh, yeah.
Instead of saying, hey, you're on the air, hey, you haven't paid your energy bill. You need to come down to the station right now and pay that.
right, and you can spoof numbers all over the place now, so like it wouldn't track you. So you can do it that way too.
Although that might be credit card fraud, right?
Could be. It's a touchy situation.
Right? I paid my bill. No, you're not. No, you haven't. Give me your credit card.
I thought the way we should do it is actually set up our own phone line and have people call us, like we're offering some kind of service, so people would call in to us, and we can describe what kind of service we offer to them, and it would be some kind of weird bit, crank call type thing.
I notice when we are out on the road and we're like doing different events, how happy people are to come see us, and how happy they're like, first they're like, even if they don't know who we are, like when we were at Modown, nobody knew who we were. By the end of the weekend,
It's all
everybody
good.
knew us.
Oh, sure they did.
They had a lot of fun, and it's great because like nobody does it anymore.
Nobody does it anymore.
Nobody.
You're
But
right.
on location.
On location.
There you go. Wake the hell up, Z.
I am showing it
Put
in
it
the
up there.
camera on our YouTube and Twitch feed right now. Wake the hell up. That's our guest in the studio with us right now, Frank Elias, the proprietor of Utica Coffee Roaster. Great stuff. WakeTheHellUp.com.
Here, do you want to show the yerba mate?
The yerba mate. Do you have this in the store too? You sell
Yeah,
these?
we got that in the
these
store.
are in the cooler.
Yeah, I knew you were a big fan of that. That's why I bought it.
Yerba mate. This is good stuff too. Cold yerba. Cold. And he brought me some delicious tea. What tea is this? It's like a black.
You know what? It's salada tea. I mixed a couple of them together.
So is that what it is?
Yeah. I figured whatever. I think there's a chamomile in there, and I don't know. What's the other one say?
See, he cares about my health too.
Yeah,
I
do,
like
man.
that.
I do.
You do a lot of cool things in the community, though.
Yeah, we had fun with it. It's
You're
part of
right.
our mission, right? Give back.
Give back.
Social mission, for-profit business. It's that model, man.
We got to go back to doing the coffee delivery that we were doing before. But yeah, you can find these guys out there all over the place doing different cool events, being a part of different things. You also are out in Clinton, too. I said it properly.
We are in Clinton.
Clinton. Yes.
Clinton. It's Clinton.
Clinton.
How's
Clinton.
the store out in Clinton doing?
Clinton's great. Clinton's a great town. It really is.
It is a good town.
It is like it is the most hallmark town
It's true.
in all of Central New York. Yeah, right. The people. Do you ever notice the Hallmark Channel? My girlfriend watches it all the time. They have perfect hair, right? They even have perfect hair.
In Clinton.
Yes,
and they have that
they
like
do.
the perfect village green,
Right?
that they still use. Like most towns don't even use the village greens anymore.
Oh, it's great.
But Clinton really
I'll tell you
does,
what,
yeah.
that is a focal point of that community.
It really is.
And meanwhile, in downtown Utica, when someone walks in, like the bum of the bum, which happens often, you don't even think twice about it, Which in Clinton, that would never happen.
Right.
Hallmark, no.
Hallmark.
Absolutely
What a
not.
great description for
It really
the
is.
town. It really, Hallmark. It's a Hallmark town.
That's perfect. Even the way the shops are set up, and it's perfect.
Church bell going off in town center. right? Yeah, one side is the church and the church bells and the chimes. The other side is the fire department with the loud fire horn. You know what? It's and you got storefronts all down the middle there, man. Yeah.
What a great Christmas card that would be too. That whole the
Right?
the
Can you
Village
see it?
Green area. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. A little snow
Yeah.
on the roof and all the shops down the road.
See, I used to run a hot dog cart.
They
Did
do?
you really?
Yeah, and we used to do it right there in the Village Green when they had their they had a craft fair.
You killed it, didn't you?
Killed it.
Yeah.
We were buying. We bought out. They had a Great American in there at one point. We bought all their Hoffman hot dogs because that's all we would sell was Hoffman. We bought them out, and we did like over $1,000 in one day.
Wow.
It was insane.
Nice.
Just selling freaking hot dogs. It was Utica, we used to throw a little bit of Utica Club in there. Mix it
Right?
with the
To
hot
boil
dogs.
the dogs.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Nothing like a beer dog. I love a good old beer dog. But yeah, we killed it, and that's the only time I could think of right
So
off
now,
the top of
why
my
aren't
head.
you doing that now?
Oh God,
He's
I
got
was-
disruption now.
right? You know what? Maybe I should park it right out front, and,
No doubt. Hey, you pay the rent around here.
right? Sell my wieners. Get the D wiener.
That town, though, Clinton, I'm talking, has some cool little events that go on every year. And they
Very
do the,
event driven.
Yeah, they do
Yeah.
the Clinton Music Festival every year and the Arts and
Shopper
Crafts.
Stroll was just this past week.
You got Hamilton College right over there.
Yeah.
You know, brings in a lot of big money.
Farmers Market every Thursday
Oh, their
during the
farmers
summer.
market's huge.
Yeah, it's all good. Clinton, New York. You never know.
Never know.
Yeah.
It is. It's such a Mayberry type town, too. Hallmark.
Mayberry, Hallmark.
Yeah, it is.
What is it?
That's a cool. How long you been in Clinton now? Couple years?
3 years.
3 years?
Three full years. Maybe going on 4.
Whereabouts in Clinton are you?
Right off of the Village Green, One Park Row, which is right on the corner, across the street from the church.
Oh, okay.
Intersection 12 and College Street, right there.
Nice.
No, do all the business owners get along really well on that whole row
Oh,
there?
yeah.
I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like that's a good, very
Yeah.
tight-knit group.
And we've got a very good store manager for that store. He
Yeah.
does a great job. Connects with the people from the town.
Cool.
And our employees are from there. Going back to that.
Give
you
them some love.
Right?
What's their names?
Aaron runs the shop.
Aaron.
Holly is his second in command. We've got Ashley, who's out there. Leslie, who's out there. They're all good people, and they've been working with us for quite a while.
What's the total amount of employees that you have? Both stores.
25.
Do you
20,
really?
20 are full time.
That's awesome.
Which is unusual for places like ours to have so many full time people.
That's
but
incredible.
It's all full time. Yeah.
Yeah, you get a lot of help.
Yeah. Good people.
Yeah. You needed it, though. And that's why you
Yeah.
guys are doing the great things that you're doing, because you have some great
You know
help.
what? A lot of really good people from this area that, you think, hey, is the talent here? Talent's here, man.
Oh, yeah.
We're discovering that now. You know, being on doing this, we're discovering tons
Good
of talent
people,
in this
good
area.
work
Yep.
ethic, solid people
Yeah.
that make a difference, not only for our business, but they all give back too,
Right.
You were saying earlier, you got to be a character to work for us. Absolutely.
Have you noticed, though, the kids that are staying in town and actually doing positive things in the community? There's been a lot of that going on. Instead of the kids going away to college, they're actually staying in town and doing positive things. I love seeing
Or coming back. from
Because you
other-
can touch all parts of the world from right here. I mean, you're doing it right now. You got it, right? 20 years ago, could you have done this from here? No.
No, definitely.
You know
not.
what?
Not with dial-up.
No, right?
I'm all out of AOL minutes.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't work.
Right.
Where would you have been if this was 20 years ago?
Oh, my God. I don't know.
Where would we be, right?
I know where I was 20 years
Yep,
ago. I
same
was
here.
face down in a ditch somewhere. But that's for another podcast.
I was at a different radio station.
No, but it's cool to see these kids staying in town and doing, opening businesses and helping out and doing positive things in the community. So,
I tell you what, the street you got right out here, James Street,
yeah.
it's bad, but that's where the innovation can come from, right down the street, right?
You're right about that.
So right now, it's not the best place to, I don't know, work, live.
Where we are right in this little pocket, it's not so bad. You go a couple blocks over, you're in a little bit of different
Dude,
story.
I checked my car out the window 3 times since I've been here.
During the day,
Did
you're
I
fine.
lock my car? I'm going to go check.
Chicken's right, though. I mean, you go a couple blocks down the street, for sure, it's bad.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
it
it's
is.
like,
Well, I didn't know the address. I thought it was the building, the orange one, a block or two down. That's where I thought you were, right? So I went there. I was like, no, it's not here. So I kept on going down. And I'm like, man, I wanted to text you.
He said, I'm not coming in.
But I wasn't pulling over. I'm like, I wanted to text them, and I'm driving, and I'm thinking, I'm not pulling over here. They're going to think I want a
cop.
a dime bag or a nickel bag at that point. But dime bags and nickel bags, do they even sell those down
I
here?
have no idea.
I haven't bought that in 20 years.
It's been since high school.
I usually get the yerba mate bag.
Yeah. It'd be cool to see James Street actually get some growth, and because there's some cool buildings down here, and there's some businesses down here.
And there's some definitely home, mom and pop stores down there, like restaurants and things that,
Well, you know what? You're doing it right here. It's going to be the creative that makes this area come back down here, and you're doing it.
They've got that.
You're starting it right here.
Isn't there a theater too down the street, right? The James Street Theater.
It
That
was,
thing is huge.
It was a synagogue or something. It's something Jewish. But if you go by it, you can see the structure of it. It's like, wow, Hey, how about that restaurant down here, the orange one? You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's on. I want to say it's on the corner of.
Is it
like
Dominican or?
Is it like orange and blue?
It's Spanish.
It's orange. So if you're going down the street toward Oneida Street from here, it's on the left-hand side. Oh, Z, you got to try this place out.
I hear it's
I
great.
think
That's a Spanish
It's really
place,
good.
right?
I
Yeah,
think
you'll eat
that's
like a king for $10.
Really?
And you get a soda. You ever get those sodas, the Goya sodas?
Yes, those are good.
Oh, right, loaded with sugar.
Is he the one that came out and gave us all like Powerades when we were doing the cleanup?
I don't think that was him. I think that was the little bodega that was on the corner there. One of those bodegas gave us the Powerade.
That's the guy selling nickel bags.
Well, you got the Acropolis right over here.
Oh, Acropolis
Excellent
is all
food.
good. That's
Yep.
right.
And
That's
that
right.
Danielle's right
Danielle's
here.
right on
so
the other side.
We're right in the
so
middle.
we're sandwiched right between really good food.
Danielle's is the bomb.
It is.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
My favorite tomato pie.
it's darn good.
It is.
It's darn good.
it's a little different than the traditional.
You know
tomato pie,
what
but it's
though?
great.
I love it.
Yeah,
It's
so
good
good.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's dangerous when you're trying not to eat a lot and you're when
Yeah,
it's
you didn't
right
lose your
there.
90 pounds by not
Yeah, I
eating
know.
tomato pie.
Exactly. That's the other one we did, the Tomato Pie Fest. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun too. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. A lot of good stuff happening, and looking forward to opening up our calendar for 2018.
Yep.
Doing more fun community events.
We got a couple big announcements coming up too. That we're gonna be.
What?
Well,
Lay it out, man.
we're going to
What
be
is it?
celebrating the Disruption Network's 1-year anniversary party.
Bam!
That's coming out at the end of January. I'm not going to give the date. We can't really. We've got everything booked. The venue's booked. The entertainment's booked. But we haven't really decided when we're making the official announcement. Even
Phil
though-
Farda did it on the Comedy Cup, but
Yeah, Farda announced it during the Comedy Cup. So if you were at the Comedy Cup, you heard that news. But I think we're going to announce it like maybe Wednesday, Thursday this week.
yep.
So yeah, 1-year anniversary. We've been doing
Congrats.
this for a full year.
Congrats,
yeah, thank you, man.
Congrats.
Thank you. This
Really,
is
I am impressed by what you got going on here in the studio.
thanks. And like I said, you got to come back anytime.
All right.
Come back anytime, please.
How many shows are we up to now?
Well over 100.
No. Different shows that we broadcast, like 7, 8. No?
There's 9.
9 shows.
9 total. There's 9 shows on this network.
Wow. Yeah.
Tomorrow being Super Tuesday, we start at 10 a.m. with Back Talk. Then on over to the Matt Major Show, EC Radio. Tomorrow's guest, Marie's coming in and talk about Toys for Tots. And then the first 52. And then 8
Ease
o'clock
Beats and
tomorrow,
Biz.
Ease Beats and Biz, which is the best hip-hop show since UMTV Raps.
Nice.
But right now, Frank Elias is in the house with us, Utica Coffee Roaster, wakethehellup.com. For all you out-of-town listeners, I'm telling you right now, hop on your computers right now. Hop on your computers.
I'm sort of getting it.
Yeah, you're in
There
there.
you go.
You're in there. Hop on your computers right now and check this stuff out. It's great coffee. It's absolutely phenomenal right here in our little beautiful city of Utica, New York.
Yeah. One of the most annoying things that I found, like Starbucks, I don't speak their friggin' language. You know what I mean? A double
Most of us
skinny
don't.
latte, whatever the
most of
frig
us
it is,
don't.
and I'm like, what the? I want a good coffee.
You got to be from Rome, Italy, or L.A.
Yeah, and then you got to take out like a mortgage on
York.
your home to buy a cup of coffee.
New York. Sure.
It's like Christ, but I like your coffee. It's good, like especially the Wake the Hell Up, man.
Yeah.
that stuff is good, strong coffee. That's what I want. Is like good, strong. I don't need frills, and I want good, strong coffee. It's me.
It's us.
a good buzz.
Yes,
You know, it's what it's for, to wake the hell up.
exactly.
You know, you don't drink coffee to be sociable.
Yeah, on the other side of it, man, we got some real good coffee that we bring in. We got some good ones right now from Kenya and Ethiopia that you just love for the quality of it. It's dang good stuff.
Now, how do you find this from Ethiopia and Kenya? Like, do you go out
We
search?
bring in all kinds of. We bring in several, right? So for any one,
You meet them after the Boilermaker.
we meet them after the Boilermaker. They bring it into the suitcase,
That's why they're running so fast.
all in their baggage. They leave with none. So, what was that question, Z?
How do you find the coffee beans from Ethiopia
Oh, yeah,
and Kenya?
So what we'll do is we'll bring in 5 different coffees from any one country at a time, pretty much, right? Then we'll cup them side by side for many characteristics. What's the flavor profile? What's the story of the coffee? That's a big part of it too.
Yeah.
You know, who did this coffee really come from? Is it organic? A lot of things play into it. But once we make a decision out of those 4 or 5, that's the one that we'll bring in. So we've got, and you know, there's different ways of processing coffee. I tend to like the Ethiopian, the African coffees. They tend to have a lot more flavor, and they're sweeter. And you know what? And
Really?
yeah, they're sweeter, but not as full flavored in your palate as some other coffees might be. At least to me, you know. So I prefer the African. Some people would prefer, you know, Central America or South America, or even Indonesian. But once you have done this so many times, you kind of have not only your own flavor profile, but when you're talking about what are you going to bring in, you select some of your favorites.
Yeah.
They usually play out.
Is there a difference between? Obviously, there's a difference between like South American coffees and African coffees.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a lot of difference, or is it just a slight difference?
Yeah, but
or?
you know what? It's like the difference between different types of beer.
Okay.
Does all beer taste the same?
Gotcha.
Right? To some people, sure it does. To other people, absolutely not.
Okay.
Wine, same thing. So where you've got that great variation, you got that great variation here. So, and then people have their own preference. You know, do you like a hoppy beer? Do you like, you know, an ale, or do you like a South American or an African coffee? It's taste, but it's also brew method. It's a lot of things.
Speaking of beer,
yeah,
you guys do the cold brew, right?
No, that's the other guys.
we don't do the cold brew.
No.
No, we work with the brewery on a whole lot of things. Right now we're working with them on Utica After Dark is what it's called.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
It is you know what? It's an Ethiopian Rico coffee that they put into this coffee. It's Utica After Dark is what it's called. I think it's going to be released in January or something like that. It was on tap this past weekend over at Nell Creek.
Oh, cool.
They had the tap overtake. So
I like when they do that. It's kind of cool. It gives you a chance to try different stuff.
yeah, yeah. But we're working with them on that, and we do have our own cold brew type products. The cold brew coffee that you come into the cafe and get. You know, we've always got that. In fact, we had a cool one on today. It was chicory and maple syrup.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, that's an interesting combination.
So we get creative.
Yeah. Now, who gets creative? Is that your doing, or?
Yeah. You know what? I allow it. I encourage it. I kind of control it and guide it, but it doesn't all come from me. Not by any means.
Is it just basic
Not by any
mixing and
means.
matching type of thing? or?
It's our employees. It's young creative people that have a talent for this stuff, and you kind of guide them to fulfill their talents. So they do it. They come up with a lot of the ideas, and I just like support them. Just like, all right, we'll do it, and we get it done.
Excellent. I'm telling you, all the out of town listeners, you got to go on go onto your website, wakethehellup.com, and at least purchase like a little pound or something like that of it.
Great Christmas gifts. Do you have Christmas?
Let me see if this is having any impact on our online sales here. Let me go to my.
They're not rolling yet, but that's the beauty of the new media and internet radio and podcasting. People can listen to it at their leisure.
Do you guys have like gift sets for like Christmas and stuff like that? Or
Oh hell yeah, we do. Chicken.
do you do fancy stuff for like stocking stuffers and stuff like that?
Yeah, we got all that kind of stuff in the cafe. Gift baskets are obviously big this time of year. We got all kinds of chocolate stocking stuffers.
like, do you do the coffee beans with the chocolate?
Yeah, chocolate covered
love
espresso
those.
beans. Those are huge.
Those are great.
Those are huge. Beware though. There really is a lot of caffeine in those. And so if you have one or two, think about when I'm going to be going to sleep and how I'm going to feel in about an hour. Because in an hour, when that kicks in, you're off the wall and you're like, what the hell did I do?
Wait, what is this again?
Well, yeah, you forgot all about it. You're like, I feel like I just ran 5 miles.
Beans, the espresso beans.
Oh my God, you're right.
Those are great.
Those coffee beans are unbelievable. You can't eat a whole bag. There's no way.
I've done it before.
You do not want to do that.
I ate a whole bag going to Syracuse one time working a gig. And
How'd that work out
By the
for
time
you?
I got there, I was just like, I didn't know what to do with
Yeah,
myself.
right?
You're
burned out on the way home.
Right. My head was spinning off my shoulders like, oh my God, I felt like cornholio.
See, like my problem was I was sitting
And
there,
you forgot about what you did,
sitting there feeding the birds, and I just kept picking at them, eating them, and eating them, and eating them. I'm like, next thing you know, I'm out of the bag. I'm like, blah, 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 like wired up.
Wired up, yeah.
Like I kind of am now with this yerba mate.
Now, how do you just dip it in chocolate? That's all it is, or?
Yeah, we take our beans, soft beans. You don't want to eat hard beans.
Right.
Roll them in chocolate, and
You roll them.
yeah. Well, we don't, but the chocolatier does
Okay.
for us.
Uh-huh.
Then we pack it out, and those are hot. You know what else we got going on? Is we got chocolate bars that are made by, I think it's Sweet Sensations at the end on Genesee Street.
Oh yeah.
You ever been there?
I've not been there.
Genesee Street, right next to Fort Schuyler Club. There's a chocolatier there, and you got to try them out.
She does pairings, right? Chocolate pairings with like wine or.
I would
other
imagine
different
she
things.
would.
Yeah.
I would imagine she would. Yeah.
That's what I've heard her do a bunch of that stuff. And, in fact, a guest on the show Wednesday, Angela Johnson, will be here from BB Designs. I know she works really tight with those people.
Does she?
Yeah. We'll talk to her about that on Wednesday. But yeah, man, this has been good. Frank, man, I'm so glad you came here and hung out with us.
See, this has been a time of my life.
I don't know about all that. I don't know if it's the time of your life, but it was definitely a lot of fun. And we got to, definitely work together and do some creative things.
Yeah, we
and come up
do.
with
Actually,
some things,
come
man.
spring,
Yeah.
let's count on it.
Yes.
I'd like to go some of the places you're going. I
Yeah.
think it'd be fun for us.
Yeah, more the merrier. That's the way I look at it, too.
Yeah, and you know what? Our people that are working these shows, I'm sure they do a terrific job, stepping into my shoes and doing just as good as I'm doing on the mic and promoting our stuff and talking to you guys. It's all good.
Yeah, that's what you got to tell your boy Piersma that it's nothing to be scared about.
No, you know what? If he came in, he'd want to sit in your seat.
Right.
You're like, all right, I'm here.
Yeah, you can run the board.
Believe me, I welcome that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you do. That board's not easy, man.
There's too much going on.
There-
I'm doing
see,
video. I'm doing
how do you-
podcasting and commercials.
It's way too much going on.
It's a lot.
I do a football podcast every Thursday, and I screw something up every single time.
It's
every
easy.
single time I
Yeah.
screw something up.
Dead air? How much dead air did you have today?
A lot.
You're running but you can cut it out,
Yep.
When you're live, it's like, oh, man. Lost all our advertisers on that one.
Do you ever have that happen to you? Like just go dead air when you're
Oh,
live?
yeah, but it's not good. You always get in trouble for it. Hey, what are you doing? Right? It's not running a good, solid show. when
Bosses
you-
always listen. What's going on?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Salespeople going nuts. Yep.
Yeah.
My commercials aren't playing.
I just started swearing a lot, and I had to beat myself out.
See, that's what love. That's great here is we don't have to beep anything out.
Right. Or get yelled at by our boss.
Can you swear? Can
Oh,
you
yeah,
swear in this?
absolutely.
I prefer it.
What the fuck?
Should have told him that from the beginning.
I think the conversation that we had
Holy-
before, we were texting, he was like, I'm going to swear a lot and I'm going to make up stories.
The new name
I
is
really
Wake the
could.
Fuck Up.
Fuck you!
We got a new slogan now.
Wake the fuck up, bitch.
Yeah. Make morning your bitch. Now wake the fuck up. Great. We got a whole bunch of new T-shirt slogans for you. if you got anything out of this whole little podcast thing.
Put that on your T-shirt and love it.
You got a whole bunch
Color's
of
that going to be?
black. I think you're rolling well with the black.
Yeah, it works for us.
I think so.
Same with us too. I like the black on white.
Yeah.
You know what? It's easy to produce marketing material. You got two colors, one color.
One color.
Right?
Keep it simple.
Put some yellow in there and forget it.
Yeah.
Price goes through the roof.
Yeah.
You want business cards? Ha ha. Right?
And not even so much the price too. It's more that it stands out.
Yeah.
You know, it definitely stands out. You know, black and white or white and black.
It's your MO too, right? Bam.
Yeah. You know, that all that's super important. The marketing and
Absolutely is.
you know, it's your identification. You know.
And that's how people are going to know you. That's how, like that. Wake the hell up! I see that. Boom! It pops.
Everywhere.
Like you walk into gas station. There it is. There, nice and easy. Boom! Wake the hell up.
Well, we got lucky on a couple things.
That's everywhere. You're in gas stations as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cliff's Fuels.
Okay.
Been there for probably 2, maybe 3, maybe even longer years.
Wow.
We're also in the new Maple Leaf Market stores coming out from Turning Stone, the Save-Ons. We're working with Maple Leaf, and we're really proud of what we're doing there and the quality of the coffee, the variety of the coffee. So, yeah, we're in convenience stores, too.
You stay busy, man. What time you start your day every day?
6:30.
6:30.
That's right. That's when the kids get up, and that's what gets me up. The dog's usually at my bedside wanting to get fed first.
Time to roast the beans.
Yeah,
Is that...
get down there and roast the beans right after that. Usually into work by 7:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured the coffee guy would be up
Oh,
super early.
Kind of have to. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you're up all night too. You know, we cup 10:30 in the day, not right first thing. We're like you too, Z. We get up and slow going about things that early in the morning. You know,
It's true.
it takes a while to get around.
Yeah. It is. That's a full day, though. I figure you don't get much sleep, though, do you?
No, I do.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah. I'm getting older, man. Of course I get my sleep.
WakeTheHellUp.com, where you can find Frank and Utica Coffee Roasters all over the web. And I'm telling you, people, go out and purchase it. Purchase it.
You in grocery stores too? Like
Grocery stores too.
Shenatries, Hannaford.
Shenatries gave us our first shot 10 plus years ago. Now we're in Price Chopper, Hannaford, and pretty much all the other local grocers in this area.
Now, how far out do you extend, like selling wise? Like I know
Albany. We're in Albany,
You're
man.
in Albany?
We're out in Albany.
Not out of state yet.
Only on the internet.
Not yet.
Only on the internet.
That's why I said yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to go there though. I mean, supporting and being who we are, supporting the community that we're in. You know what our Utica Coffee is this area. It's upstate New York. It's not Boston, and I don't think Wake the Hell Up maybe, but Utica Coffee in Boston, our quality's good. But we're here, this is us.
Can you
upstate
get
New York.
Utica Coffee at Price Chopper in Albany?
No.
No?
We're only in this market, 7-8. Hannaford you can.
Can you?
And all the Hannaford stores out in the Albany area, you can buy Utica Coffee.
When's Wegmans getting on board?
I don't know, man. We just haven't gone west to Syracuse market. Don't know why.
Which I'm surprised
We really
because
haven't pushed hard.
you've
I
done
seen
the
a-
fair a lot.
I seen a few of
Yeah.
your signs out there when I was working out there, like
Yeah.
Original Italian Pizza. I seen a sign out
Probably, and that's because he's from Utica.
there. Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah. Charlie from Utica Pizza.
Well, it's OIP, Original Italian Pizza. Is,
Oh, you know what? And that's probably through Casa.
and that's on
dis-
James Street too.
Casa distributes our product out there.
Does he?
I used to go eat there for lunch all the time, and I would always see the sign. I'm like, oh wow, they're way out here. Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Casa Imports.
Nice.
That's who distributes our coffee out there to them. All good.
Busy. That's it. It's good. We got to get you out west though, and I'm surprised you're not in Syracuse because of all the years you've done the fair. And you were at the fair
I don't
for
know,
years.
You just go organically where growth takes you, and it's just taking us east.
Do you think you could
Interesting
ever
why
get
not.
back to the fair? Is it something that you would
Oh,
want to
man.
do?
You know
or-
what? It was interesting. They changed a lot of things.
Yeah.
They jacked our costs up. I forgot off the top of my head, like times 3,
Yeah.
times 4. It was huge.
Wow.
And they took our our storage away. So I was like, holy shit, how are you going to do this? And, you know, I always pride ourselves on not making mistakes, being successful just by not failing. And I saw a lot of room for error or failure. And I was like, Plus, if you look at percentages of how would you make any money on this, I looked at it and saw that 30% of my costs were going to be for rent. You know, total sales, 30% is going to be rent.
Wow. It's ouch.
No.
No.
I'm just not going to make that business decision. It's not. That's failure. That's that's breaking right there.
Right.
You know.
And you'd be there busting your ass in the heat all day long to like make nothing. It's not worth it.
Yeah. Well, and then who knows? You got people going back and forth. Thank God we did it for 4 years. Nobody ever got hurt, got in an accident or anything like that. I don't need the risk.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I did miss you though this year.
Yeah.
The 1 year that I'm up there working my butt off and my friends aren't next door. It was kind of.
You know what? You're right. It would have been a blast. Who was the best show up there this year?
Oh, there was a bunch. But
we went to every show. That was the good part of it. I went to a lot of good shows over those 4 years.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
The best was the craziest day of my life was Earth, Wind, and Fire and Leonard Skinner on the same day. You got two legendary bands, one getting in at noon, the other one getting in at 3, and it was just hectic. Oh my God, it was crazy. It was crazy, but it was a great show on both ends.
There were, you know, I've seen some real good ones up there, and so many. Who was the one guy that came in for Snoop Dogg? Oh,
Nas.
Nas. That was freaking wild. I think that was probably the wildest I've seen up there. Although, you know who else was big? Who the heck was it? It's not even a country band. It's shit. Yeah, forget it. I'm not gonna figure it out. It was a blast.
It was a good time. You can't remember it.
Well, they always say if you remember it, that means you really weren't there. So
that's right.
So they say, just like my blackout years, the 20 years I don't remember. Anyways, Frank, thanks so much for coming in, man.
Thanks for having me.
We got to hand it off to Sean Raz in the
man.
first 52.
Thanks for coming in, man.
Been a pleasure.
This has been great. Please come in anytime. You have an open door policy.
All right.
Come in and get
I
us
want
all
to get our
jacked
coffee
up.
on your show, by the way.
Yeah.
So whatever I can do to help you guys.
You
and
should do
support
your own
you guys.
podcast.
No, it's not my thing, man. That's yours.
We'll talk about it off air. Tomorrow, Marie's coming in here with Matt Combs. We're going to talk about Toys for Tots that are coming up at Lucan's. I think it's in the beginning of December. We'll talk to her about that. Wednesday, Angela Johnson from BB Design is going to come in here. And then Thursday, Mike DeVice is going to be in studio. We need a food sponsor for Thursday anyways, because he has an extensive rider that I need to fulfill for
Only
him.
green M&Ms and
Stuff like that. There's he wants pasties and cannolis and I want the best place for Ricky's. I want the best place for greens. So we need a food sponsor for Thursday.
Yes.
So any restaurants out there listening to us, please hook us up because Mike DeVice, he's an expensive date.
I got a feeling I'm going to get swore at a lot.
I know you will. I know you will. So we will see you tomorrow. Don't forget you can listen to this podcast and previous podcasts on demand at disruptionnetworks.com. We'll see you tomorrow.
Attention listeners, you can listen to this podcast and previous podcasts on demand at disruptionnetworks.com. Please subscribe to EC Radio Podcast on iTunes and like us on Facebook.